Yeah, what's happening? What's happening with it? Y'all already know what it is. You tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. Yes, sir. When you come in the building, smash on that like button and let me know you in the building. Jump in the comment section. What it do? What's happening with it? My nigga Courtney Joe Buffett in the building. What it do? Macados, Mac of the South. What's happening with it? Swad Jones, DP Rocker, Mike Ryan. And like I said, y'all hit the like button and let me know you in the building when you come in the building. In the comment section. We gotta we gonna cook today for sure. Got a lot to cook on. We finna cook today. And let's get it in. Let's get it in. For sure. John Kramer in the building. What's happening with it? Anthony Johnson. My man Ryan Clark, SUP Music. There you go. Mr. OTB Boxing Class 101 in the building. Joshua Hawkins, Cortez Bowles, J. Will Murphy. My brother's keeper. Yeah. We got a lot to cook on. We definitely gonna cook today. Lot going on in boxing, And let me see, hold on. I was you know what's crazy? Something that I looked up on. I was on Bovada, right? And although we know that the fight is not happening, I was on Bovada and they had Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Davis betting odds. And Gervonta Davis wasn't a big favorite. He was a favorite, but just by a little bit. That fight was almost, the betting odds was almost 50-50. It wasn't too far from 50-50. That's crazy. Yeah, the betting odds was like, let me see, let me pull it back up. Tank wasn't a big favorite in that fight. Now, I don't know what the hell they was thinking, but I wish that fight go down. I wish that fight was going down because shit, I sure would have made some money off of that. They had, watch, I'm gonna tell y'all right now exactly what it was. They had Tank Davis a negative 175 and Ryan Garcia plus 135. Like that's crazy. Like Tank Davis wasn't a big favorite at all. James, what's happening with it? What's your point? Number one facts in the building. D. Wilson, OG Sean, the Dunn. OTB Boxing Class, what's happening with it? Now, John Kramer, man. John Kramer. Me and you had a bet and you lost the bet. Me and you had a bet and you lost. So, what's happening? I want my $100. We had a bet and you lost. And who? Oh yeah, it was Danny Garcia. We bet on. I could have swore we bet on the Danny Garcia and Jose Benavidez fight. He said, go back to the live. Miss Joette, salute to the queen in the building. Hey, Sneed, the queen Sheena's in the building. What's happening with it, Sheena? But yeah, so Tank wasn't even a big favorite, and that's crazy. Because Ryan Garcia, I guess they both dangerous fighters, but come on, man. I think that you got to have Tank a bigger favorite than what they had him on, but that fight ain't happening. That fight ain't happening for sure. But let's see what fight is happening. You know what I want to talk about? And I know a lot of y'all ain't even going to know these two fighters, but some of y'all will. And if you know, you know. My man, Philip Hargrove, these is heavyweights. Philip Hargrove is gonna fight on the 20th of August. That's the week after next weekend, right? He's finally fighting Zhang, that big ass Asian dude. They were supposed to fight a few months ago, but Philip Hargrove, I guess something happened with him, so he had to pull out the fight, and now they gonna fight. This gonna be I'm telling y'all, this gonna be an exciting fight to watch. Philip Hargrove versus Zhang, that big ass Chinese dude. And Philip Hargrove, to me, I got Philip Hargrove knocking him out. John Kramer said, I'm thinking about it, letting you know. I said, I'll let you know before the live stream ends if I'm going to bet you. I never got back to you. Something came up. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Bet. Yeah, you didn't get back. You made the right choice. You made the right choice not getting back, betting on Jose Benavidez. Now we see that. But yeah, that's a dope fight that's happening. What other fights is going down? We got Usyk versus Anthony Joshua. I got Usyk in that fight for sure. I got Usyk stopping Anthony Joshua this time around. Then, on the same day as Usyk versus Anthony Joshua, you got Adrian Broner versus Omar Figueroa. AB, man. AB. I seen KQKC. He was getting on AB ass. And everything KQKC was saying about AB earlier, he was on point. 150% he was on point. Lower to the game boxing talk. I mean, you got Adrian Broner out here talking about Floyd, you know what I'm saying? Floyd should fight him and let him make a big bag. And like Floyd owe him something, bro. Floyd don't owe you shit. Floyd, if you had to listen to Floyd, you wouldn't have to worry about begging Floyd for a fight right now for a big fucking bag. And niggas is always talking about, oh man, get off of AB, man. Man, let up off. No, ain't nobody letting off of AB. Because everything that AB has done, he brought that shit on himself. He brought it on himself. He had guys like Floyd Mayweather around him telling him what to do and what not to do. And he didn't listen to a motherfucking thing. But now y'all niggas talking about let up off of AB. Come on, man. Let up off of AB. He had all the pieces around him to be a multi, damn near billionaire by now. And he had all of the pieces around him to know the ins and the outs and the ins on how to run his boxing career and what to do and what not to do. And he didn't want to listen to none of it. Floyd came a long time ago and said, hey, AB don't want to listen. He don't listen. He don't want to listen to nothing I tell him. But y'all talking about some let up off of AB? No, that's his motherfucking fault. He shouldn't have to beg Floyd for a fight. Floyd don't owe him a motherfucking thing. Floyd don't owe him nothing. You know what I'm saying? Floyd did more for AB than shit he probably should have did. You know what I'm saying? He gave AB chance after chance after chance, and AB, he want to run out there and fuck up. Nobody told AB to to burn money and flush the shit down the toilet. Ain't nobody tell AB to fucking do ignorant shit. Man, AB done so much of ignorant shit. And didn't nobody tell that nigga to go out there and have 12 kids. That ain't nobody's fault but AB's fault. So Floyd and nobody else owe AB nothing. They gave him everything and more than he deserved. When he got that Manny Pacquiao fight, what the fuck had AB done to deserve a Manny Pacquiao fight over everybody else that was in the game calling for a Manny Pacquiao fight? At the end of the day, you don't get trophies in boxing. This ain't no fucking participation league. We give you a first place trophy for participation. for participation. No, that's what y'all want. Y'all think AB is supposed to get rewarded for participation. No, you had other dudes out there that was in big fights, winning big fights, and then AB get rewarded, a 10 million plus fight with Manny Pacquiao just because he participated in big fights but didn't compete in none of them. Wasn't competitive in none of them. Come on, man. Flawless Mentality BE, hosted by Dr. Mark Stearns, the OG in the building. What's happening with it? And y'all hit the like button. Y'all smash the like button. Smash on the like button for me. Chef Boy ID, what's happening with it? Yeah, y'all smash the like button. OTB boxing class says, here we go. He saved boxing. That's why he did he said that's what he did. Who was going to carry boxing and take these fights? Keith Thurman, Devin. He didn't save a motherfucking thing. He didn't save nothing. He made, at one point, he did make boxing exciting, right? But at that same time, when everybody was, tuned in for the AB show, Floyd was still around. So how the fuck you saving boxing if Floyd is still around, an active fighter, putting on the biggest events in all the sports at that time? Floyd was still active at that time. When you're talking about, we talking about 2012, 2013, 2014. Floyd was still an active fighter. So how AB saved boxing when Floyd was still active at that time? Manny Pacquiao was still an active fighter at that time. Very active, on top of the game. So you got to explain to me, OTB, how Adrian Brunner saved boxing. He ain't saved a motherfucking thing. He should have been thinking about saving some goddamn money. That's what he should have been doing, is thinking about saving some money instead of out there acting a fucking fool, blowing millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars like a fucking idiot. Who Floyd fought? He fought Marcos Maidana, the biggest fight that AB was in at that point in time, and beat him. That's who Floyd fought. So you might want to go ahead and delete that comment that you made, OTB. Go ahead and delete that shit. Talking about who Floyd fought. What you mean who Floyd fought? How you going to come on here talking about who Floyd fought in regards to try to compare it to what AB did? Come on, bro. You got to cut the bullshit out. You got to cut the bullshit out. You know what I'm saying? AB ain't did a motherfucking thing but get big fight after big fight and lose every fucking round in big fight after big fight. And I like AB. I probably was a bigger Adrian Brunner fan than OTB was. Real talk. But man, it's a point to where you just get sick of this shit. It's a point to where you get sick of this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know how many people, you know how many fighters and just, people in general wish they could have been in a position like Adrian Brunner? You know how many people wish they could have been in that position? And with our own eyes, we got to see him fuck it all up. And now he thinks somebody owe him something. Oh, well, man, he stepped up and he fought Marcos Maidana. That was his choice. He thought he was good enough to do shit like that, but didn't prepare himself well enough. He thought he was good enough to get in the ring with Sean Porter, but didn't prepare himself good enough. You know what I'm saying? Ever since he fought Antonio DeMarco, Adrian Brunner never got no better. Why a fighter at that young of age, we say 22, 23 years old, 24, why is he not getting better? Why did he reach his peak, right? His athletic peak in the skills in his boxing knowledge and IQ, why did that shit top out at the age of like 23, 24? Why? Because he wasn't doing the necessary things that he needed to do. He wanted to fuck around outside. You know what I'm saying? This nigga in the club, you know what I'm saying? Raw tongue and pussy in the strip club and all type of shit. But we talking about, oh man, y'all need to give it, man. AB did this, and man, y'all need to, man, you know, we should feel for AB because man, AB, a lot of fighters grew up hard. Come on, man. That's what's wrong. It's niggas around AB that's babying him and shit. They don't want to tell him, hey man, you fucked up. I'm not finna hang around you and watch you just, you know, destroy your whole life. And then y'all want to blame it on Floyd. Oh man, Floyd shouldn't do a motherfucking thing. Y'all know what Floyd should do? Floyd should send Adrian Brunner to his website, www.eatmyentireddick.com. That's where he should send Adrian Brunner. That's what he should tell Adrian Brunner. You know what, AB? I got a website for you to go to. www.eatmywholeentireddick.com. Fuck out of my face. Talking about, oh man, give me a bag, man. Floyd should fight me and let me get a bag like he did for Paul, like he did for the Paul brother. Man, if you don't get the hell on somewhere. And then remember when AB told Jay-Z and Rock Nation them to suck his dick when they offered him $40 million. See, y'all forget about that. He told Jay-Z to suck his dick when they offered him $40 million. Yeah, Kwame. Kwame said Floyd told him those things ain't gonna work against better fighters, and he ignored him. He knew he couldn't tell him shit. Look at AB in the corner when Mike Stafford and them would be trying to tell him, you know, give him instructions when he getting his ass beat against Sean Porter, Mikey Garcia, Marcos Madonna, all that. You can't tell him now. He in the corner. No, man, fuck all that, man. Fuck all. I'm good, man. Fuck all that, man. No, man, fuck all that soft ass shit. I'm good. Then AB, you're getting your ass beat. AB, you need to use your jab, AB. You need to get off the line and use better head. Use your footwork. No, but fuck all that. I fuck all that. He arguing. Go watch him. Go watch the footage every time he getting his ass beat and they trying to tell him something in the corner. He talking more than they talking, trying to argue with him like he know everything. So, you know, that's what you get. Lord to the game say Floyd rescued him for all that suicide talk. Man, I don't want to hear that shit. AB, like I said, I'll fuck with AB, but I'm just keeping it 100. AB is like that crazy ass girlfriend you got. Every time you tell her you gonna leave her, she get to talking about she gonna fucking she's suicidal and shit. Man, I had a girlfriend like that shit. I ain't gonna say who it is. I had a girlfriend like that shit back when I was younger. Every time you get into it with her and you tell her you finna leave, stop calling your phone, she get to blowing up your phone 150 times talking about, oh, she gonna kill herself. She's suicidal. That's Adrian Broner. That's the same shit AB was doing. And I ain't gonna get into that man's personal life, but it was for the same reasons. So, you know, hey, tell me where I'm lying at. Tell me where I'm lying at, OTB. You know I'm telling the truth. Oh, man, this nigga got to go to fucking Instagram and tell everybody, oh, man, I'm done. I got the gun right now. I'm going to kill myself. Nigga, why you going on Instagram telling everybody that? You bluffing. You ain't finna kill a motherfucking thing. You just acting out and shit because your ass got kicked out the house again. Like, come on, man. Let's just keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? He nigga got kicked out the house. Every time he get kicked out the house, he's suicidal all of a sudden. He gonna kill himself. That's that shit, man. And I'm telling y'all, he gonna go out there and get his ass beat by Omar Figueroa. And you know, like AB, imagine, right? Imagine, y'all. Imagine if Floyd had took AB up on that offer years ago, right? Imagine if AB would have made $100 million or something. Imagine if AB would have made $100 million, what he would have did with his fucking life. All that shit is gonna do is magnify everything that you doing now. That shit gonna blow up about 30 times. If he drinking, going on 4-month drinking binges, imagine what he gonna do. He got $100 million. Come on, man. Y'all gotta keep it 100. Be real. Imagine if AB had got $100 million. He fucked up his life and he was getting, I don't know how much he was getting, but I think the biggest bag he got was, I'm gonna give y'all a direct example. AB, he got about 10 million versus Manny Pacquiao. Now he said that Al Heyman didn't even give him all his money from that fight. So let's just say that AB biggest bag that he ever got was, let's say 7 mil, right? 7 mil. Now, what happened after the Manny Pacquiao fight? He sat out over 2 years. He said he wasn't boxing no more. He got in a whole bunch of fucking trouble. He was getting arrested time after time again. He got all type of charges on him, right? Also, the nigga was going on drinking binges for 3 and 4 months at a time, sometimes longer than that. He blew up to 190 pounds, and that was all off of making like $6-7 million. Imagine what that nigga would have did if they would have gave him $100 million. And y'all think this shit's funny, but I'm dead serious. He might not even be living right now if he had $100 million. Now you can go up in the parties with Jay-Z and all them at, with Jay-Z and Puff Daddy and all them at, where they be doing all type of weird ass shit in them parties. AB gonna be right up in there with his flamboyant ass. Come on now. AB gonna be right up in there doing the craziest shit. Man, come on. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Yeah, I'm for real. It's probably a blessing that Floyd didn't let AB get that $100 million bag, you know what I'm saying, with him when he was asking for it before. Floyd and everybody around, you know, that's been around, they know what AB gonna do if he fuck around and get some money like that. Yep, exactly, Todd Swindle. If AB got $100 million, that might have been the death of him. And this ain't no AB slander. This ain't no hate. This is the truth. Like, I fuck with AB. Like, man, it ain't nobody that wish more than me that AB would have took his serious. It's nobody that that wishes more than I do that AB would have took his career serious and got the most out of his talent. And anybody that know you, that know me, could tell you that, hey, couldn't nobody tell me shit about AB. All that shit was entertaining, but then, you know, it gets to a point where you looking and you like, damn, he destroying his fucking life. He destroying his life. Now he got to beg for fights and shit. Ryan Clark, SUP Music says, shaking my damn head. AB dropped the ball a long time ago. He still have some of that 40. He said he still have some of that 40 million if he took the Jay-Z contract. I want the motherfucker to win, but he a grown ass man. It is what it is, right? But the thing is, right, I don't even think he'll have a dime of that. He wouldn't have none of that 40 million. The nigga was out of control. Whatever he got, if he had got 40 million, whatever he was doing now, he would have amplified that shit by 5 times. 817 says, Key in chat. He said his mama was listening. She said, what's up? And we all crazy. Tell the missus, tell your mama I said, what's up? Hey, yeah, a lot. You got some that's a lot more crazy than others. Trust me, I know. I know from personal experience, you got some that's way, way more crazier than the other ones. And I love my mama to death, but my mama crazy. She crazy as hell too. Knockout say, bruh, is AB? He said, bruh, is AB really gonna have his career ended by Omar? I'm telling you, Omar gonna beat him, bruh. Omar is finna beat AB. I'm telling y'all. How y'all think AB gonna beat Omar? Omar is a volume puncher. Unless Omar Figueroa is a much different fighter, than he used to be, meaning that he's not active no more and he don't throw a lot of punches and he try to pick and choose, and fight in spurts. Unless Omar is that type of fighter now, that's the only way AB is going to be able to beat him. If Omar is anywhere near what he used to be, if Omar's a volume puncher, AB ain't got no chance. AB ain't going to beat no Omar Figueroa. How? I seen, and we ain't going to, and let's not even talk about AB. Oh, man, AB got power. He going to knock him out. AB ain't knocking out a motherfucking thing. Who the last fighter AB knocked out? Goddamn Ashley Theopan, and he ain't even knock him out. The referee stopped it. Who the last fighter that AB got a vicious knockout against? Yeah, you can't name him because I can't neither because it's been so long. AB ain't knocking out a motherfucking thing. And Omar Figueroa, right? Omar, I seen him live, ringside. I was ringside, and I seen him take a beating of a lifetime when he fought Ugas. Ugas beat the motherfucking brakes off of Omar Figueroa, and he kept coming, and he was just taking that ass beating. And ain't no way Adrian Bronner is nowhere near on the level of your Danish Ugas. Power or none of that. Real talk. He not. So Omar Figueroa, that one thing he can do is take a beating, and he ain't got to worry about taking one against a man that ain't gonna throw no punches. Yeah, I wish. And if OTB wanted shit, I mean, if he really want to take up for Adrian Bronner, we can make a debate on Adrian Bronner and shit, in Florida or something. I don't know. That shit would be too easy. I wouldn't even do my brother like that. Shit, we could debate on Omar Figueroa and Adrian Bronner. Telling y'all, my final straw with AB, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. When he went in there and did that shit he did with Manny Pacquiao, had everybody hyped up and went in there and threw 2 punches around. Hey, this nigga, oh shit. Hey, 817 said, I don't need no stepdaddies. KQKC, keep your slick ass away from her. Hey, he told KQ to keep his slick ass away. Hey, KQ got that mouthpiece on him. Hey, knockout already on it. OTB don't want that, bro. He don't want that. He don't want want to do that to himself. That shit gonna get too ugly, man. I wouldn't even do that to OTB. Cause I know he just defended AB. You know what I'm saying? Cause AB is his home, that's his hometown partner. That's his hometown partner. Hey, I beat that boy, and everybody know I beat that boy. Hey. Hey, Cassandra says, I'll bet you 50 push-ups. Hey, oh, my bad, Cassandra. Hey, the Queen Cassandra Mason, you know, the AB her guy too. She from Cincinnati too. And salute to Cincinnati. Salute to Cincinnati. AB, he did his thing for y'all. He put y'all on the map for a minute, but you know, I'm gonna have to go with the Bengals over AB. We gonna have to ride with the Bengals over AB right now. And yeah, and y'all hit the like button. Y'all smash the like button. Smash on the like button. Yeah, Eric Black. And you know what? Eric Black said AB was trying to be Mayweather instead of being AB. And you know what? I used to get pissed off and argue with motherfuckers. And they be like, man, AB trying to be like Floyd. He want to be like Floyd. And I used to be debating and arguing with motherfuckers. Like that shit used to make me mad. I'd be like, no, he don't. No, he don't. Man, AB way funnier than Floyd. AB, man, he ain't trying to be like no Floyd. The whole time, that nigga was trying to do everything Floyd do. He was trying to move like Floyd, talk like Floyd, all of that. Hey, 817, you can get it too. 817, I seen you in KQKC chat earlier. Oh, man, leave AB alone. Let off for AB. You're going too hard on AB. Man, AB, that ain't his fault. He don't deserve this. Man, shut that soft-ass shit up. That soft-ass shit. AB doesn't deserve this. We're not going to do no AB slander in here. Hey, man. AB walking around talking about, oh, man, what type of niggas, what type of people they make go through 6 month training camps. Man, I was ready to fight months ago. And then you look up a video of him training. This nigga goddamn 8 months pregnant. He's still 8 months pregnant in the belly, talking about complaining about them pushing his fight back because he been training for 6 months. This nigga 8 months pregnant. Still, to this day. Fat in the motherfucker talk mad because they keep pushing his fight back. Let me see if I can find this picture of my phone. I said, this nigga AB got a nerve talking about, why the fuck they keep pushing my fight back? Look at this nigga, man. Come on now. Look at this. This the man that's mad. He's supposed to be fighting at 140 pounds. He mad talking about they keep pushing his fight back. What type of nigga had to go in a 6 month training camp? He been ready to fight. He training his ass off. And the only thing he have done is trained his ass off, literally. This nigga still got a motherfucking pregnant belly talking about he ready to fight at 140 pounds. Nah, that ain't no old picture. This is a screenshot that I took from a training video that he put up last week, Knockout. The screenshot that I put up from a video that he put up last week of him training with him and Gerald. Hey, but 817 talking about he got a little baby fat on him. Nah, nigga, that nigga 8 months pregnant right now. You know what I'm saying? They about to induce his ass. But see, I'm talking like this because I follow AB on IG, right? And I follow his stories. And OTB, no, I'm not lying. At one point, for a span of I'm talking about straight, nonstop, for a span of probably like 5 to 6 months, AB was in a fucking little ass hotel. He was eating bad every night. I'm talking about he was going eating greasy ass motherfucking Big Macs and triple cheeseburgers and fries and coming back to the hotel, pissy fucking drunk, falling out, eating bad. And he did that shit for a span of 5 to 6 months. Real talk. every night in OTB. No, I'm not lying. He did that shit every night. And he don't live a fighter's lifestyle. He don't live a fighter lifestyle. So for anybody talking about let up off of AB, if I came on this motherfucker, right, and y'all see me every day, I come on here, I'm supposed to be doing a live for y'all, and I come on here every day, and I'm pissy motherfucking drunk. I'm falling all out on live and shit, falling all out the chair, spitting and slobbering all over the motherfucking screen and shit. And then cats get to making videos, making fun of me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't finna come on here talking about, oh man, let up off of ETB. Let up off of him, man. He that ain't his fault. Y'all ain't finna do that for me. So we ain't gonna do it for AB. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't finna do that for me. Y'all gonna be laughing and hee ha ha, and you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers gonna put up all type of videos and all type of shit. But yeah, you know, at the end of the day, man, I think for me, AB is done in the ring. I want to see AB, you know, do well in life. I want to see him get his shit together in life. You feel me? That man got, like I said, he got like 12 kids, and you know, he got beautiful kids, smart kids. And yeah, man, get his shit together in life as a black man, but he ain't gonna get his shit together inside that square circle. So y'all gotta, you know, you better forget about that. That shit ain't gonna happen. That's like me saying that I can get out there now, right now, and still run a 4.340 or something. It ain't gonna never happen. It's just the reality of shit. Hey, Donna say, he said, we'll hold it down once or twice. After that, we're going to throw you an online intervention. You crazy hell. Hey, salute St. Louis Mix, dark 80s baby. What's happening with it? Yeah. But now I want to talk about some shit I've been hearing a lot of people talk about, right? And y'all hit the like button. Y'all smash my like button. Make sure that y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. I want to talk about this because I heard a few people touching on it. I'm watching KQ, and I heard KQ, he was chopping it up about this earlier today too, right? So my thing, right, and I'm going to send some links out. That way, I'm going to send y'all some links. That way, you know, I want to get some of my fellas' point of view on this. And it's on Devin Haney and Vasyl Lomachenko. Hold on. Real quick. I'm going to send some links out. So if y'all want to hop up, you can hop up. Let me see. There you go. Oh man, Mr. Shelton, don't let me get on the Cowboys. Cause you know the Cowboys my squad, but them motherfuckers make me sick for real. Every time I turn on Fox Sports or ESPN and they get to talking about the Cowboys again, and it's always some negative shit. Them motherfuckers out here frantically looking for a kicker. A kicker? All that shit, all that time y'all had in the free agency and offseason, now y'all breaking y'all neck. Look, oh man, the Cowboys need a kicker. The Cowboys done lost all their wide receivers. They done lost all their offensive linemen. And they out here searching for, man, them motherfuckers make me sick. They the only team every motherfucking year think they can lose all key parts and think they're going to come back and do better the next year. Make that shit make sense to me. Make it make sense. But don't let me get on these motherfucking Cowboys. Hey, knockout.
The Super Bowl contending about to win the Super Bowl this year. Dallas Cowboys. Somebody get Mr. Shelton out the damn chat with his damn slander on these damn Dallas Cowboys. Somebody get his ass out of here, man.
Yeah.
I know
I know you. I know as a fellow Cowboy.
Get his ass out of here, bro. No,
hey, knockout on some real shit. I know as a fellow Cowboy, right? You can feel what I'm saying. How do you lose every year? You lose all these key pieces and think you're gonna come back and be better than you were the year before, when all the other teams they gaining key pieces and getting better. I don't understand that, bro.
Bro, we let Amari Cooper go for a 5th round draft pick.
You let, and then they let Wilson go. They let Wilson go. That motherfucker could ball, man. They let so many pieces go. It don't make no sense, bro.
Yeah, we out here
when they do build around or they progress one of their talents. It's a Tony Romo.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Dak
is second great, but Bernard. It's a Dak Prescott.
Dak is,
you understand? Like, man, they just don't build. They just don't progress talent. Like, and that's a problem for me with when your organization don't progress talent. No matter who the fuck you draft.
Dak Prescott is what he is. He's a a 6th round draft pick, or what, 4th? The 4th.
He can't even get Cowboy games where he is. Goddamn, he watch our shit on tape delay. Don't listen to him. He ain't no damn Cowboy fan, man. That nigga been on the internet for a year. Ain't never won no Cowboys gear. He ain't no goddamn Cowboy fan. Don't y'all let no Ohio niggas tell y'all about my team.
Man.
Right, bro. Yeah. That way.
That way, goddamn me.
We just was in that big game. Y'all might want to listen.
Hey,
y'all might want to listen.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, OTB. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the Bengals do this year.
All right, we coming back. We just had Chad Johnson. Shout out to Chad Johnson. They in camp rocking with the youngins.
They did improve, and their biggest thing they need to improve on was the offensive line.
Yeah, and they fixed that problem. My only worry for them is their defensive.
Zeke is pass watch.
How they fix it though? They ran to go get our trash. You feel me? So, anyway,
everybody leaves Dallas and do
that's what
better.
You're not gonna come in here and do. You're not finna come in here with that 49ers shit, because we still got.
You should even read damn super.
Hey, we still got beef from 93. Hey, me and Mr. Shelton, we still got beef from 93. Don't come in here with that Niners shit. For real.
Hell, you mean? He said 93.
Big facts, bro.
For real, nigga. I ain't forgot.
Yeah, that was serious in 93.
I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I cried. When they beat us in that NFC Championship game, and man, shit.
I was mad too, bro. I was mad. Right, punk ass.
Man, I remember leaving my basketball game to go play that, to go watch that game.
Man, I was so hurt, and we almost came back on your funky ass. But hold on.
Real quick. DP Rocker talking like the Bengals gonna whoop our ass in week 2. I know you be in shape, DP. We can put 100 push-ups on that game.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I got faith in my team.
Let's go, Knock.
I put 100 push-ups on that game.
Let's go, Knock. Hey, DP. Hey, big bro, don't even worry about it. I got this one. Let's go, Knock.
Hold him up,
I bet you and him. You know what I'm saying? So we locked in.
Knockout. I can't let you go out like that. Don't do that, Knockout.
Look, let's go. Who they?
We locked in. All right, DP, we locked in too.
Knockout.
Man, I'm gonna call Knockout phone at 4 in the morning.
Don't let your pride get the best. Knockout. Don't let.
It's already done. Hey, Key, it's already done, bro. I done made the bet.
Only Dallas fans do that type shit, man.
Knockout. You shouldn't let your pride get the best of you like that, because man, come on now, man.
You can't.
That's why I should have came up here while you were talking football. I'm not objective about football at all.
Yeah, you show the fuck that. But man, let's y'all hit the like button, and I want to get into this next topic. And I want to get y'all take on this. So Devin Haney, right? Devin Haney, and I hear a lot of people saying, talking about the Devin Haney and Vasyl Lomachenko thing. I think, Coach, that's you with all that. I think that's Coach.
That's not me.
Who got all that static in the background?
That's somebody that sound like they breathing hard as a motherfucker.
Yeah. Breathing hard asleep or something.
Yeah, somebody fucking got asthma around this bitch.
Yeah. Oh shit. D-Free TWT, what's happening with it? D-Free?
Salute the boxing matchup. Dwayne Freeman in the building.
Hello, Dwayne.
So, okay. Now, I hear a lot of people talking about, because Devin Haney told Vasyl Lomachenko, like, fuck your tune-up, basically. Why the fuck you need a tune-up? We can get it now. And, you heard Bob Arum say that Vasyl Lomachenko, he need a tune-up, and then he'll fight Devin Haney. And a lot of people saying, oh, man, fuck that. They need to fight now. He don't need no tune-up and this, and that. Well, I'm going to come off the gate, right? And I like both of these fighters. I'm a fan of both of these fighters. But I'm going to come out the gate and say this, right? I'm going to go against the grain and go against a lot of what a lot of y'all been seeing. Now, first of all, Devin Haney, when he came off that shoulder surgery, he had a motherfucking tune-up against Gamboa. So for anybody talking about, oh man, Devin Haney he wouldn't need no tune-up, and Devin Haney said he don't need no tune-up. Well, you had one against Gamboa when you came off the shoulder surgery. That is a fact. He had a tune-up against Gamboa. Gamboa was a motherfucking tune-up when he came off of shoulder surgery. Second, Vasyl Lomachenko and Devin Haney are both top-ranked fighters. And everybody on Top Rank know that Devin Haney, he got to fight he got to fight George Kambosos. Unless he was going to drop all those titles, right, and fight Tank, or move up to 140 and fight somebody, you got to face George Kambosos. You can't, and they say, oh, well, man, George Kambosos can take step-aside money. Stop talking for George Kambosos and telling him and telling the fans, oh, man, what he can do. George Kambosos ain't never came out and said that he was willing to take step-aside money. So stop talking for that man. Oh, man, George Kambosos, he can let Vasyl Lomachenko and Devin Haney fight for the titles, and he'll take step-aside money. He'll take step-aside money. How the fuck you know what that man gonna do?
Don't.
Has anybody on this panel heard George Kambosos say that he would take step-aside money? Yes or no?
Not never.
Hell no. I ain't never heard it.
No, but I want
ain't never said no shit.
There's one thing I want to know though.
It's a yes or no question, Coach.
Not yet,
Yes
Coach.
He haven't.
No, I ain't heard
Can't
it.
help it.
Okay,
No.
okay. Well, and I'm gonna
That
let
would you say I can't help it?
Coach.
No, I want to correct something that was not.
Let me finish
true.
though. Let me finish, Coach. Let me finish, right? So for y'all to be talking for that man, talking about that, oh man, he'll take step-aside money. You don't know what the fuck he's gonna do, because all we heard is that he wanted to put in his rematch against Devin Haney right away. So whether you feel Vasyl Lomachenko deserves a tune-up or not, it don't fucking matter, because George Kambosos and Devin Haney was gonna happen regardless. You know what I'm saying? So why wouldn't Vasyl Lomachenko get a fight in at the same time that George Kambosos and Devin Haney is going down? Y'all just want to have some shit to motherfucking complain and talk about. But I don't see what the fucking big issue is. He'll have a fight, and George Kambosos and Devin Haney will have a fight. Devin Haney gonna beat the fuck out of George Kambosos, and they gonna fight. And now I heard my man KQ, and salute to KQ KC Boxing Network. But I didn't agree with this shit when he said, oh, well, man, they trying to wait till Devin Haney can, you know what I'm saying? Basically trying to weigh Devin Haney out. He ain't going to be able to make the weight for too much longer. Is that Vasyl Lomachenko problem? Like, if anything, Vasyl Lomachenko is the older fighter. Devin Haney's still only 23, 24 years old. If we should be talking about anything, if they fight down the line, Vasyl Lomachenko gonna be older. So I don't understand what the big issue is. Yeah, let that man get a fucking get a fight in between while you fighting George Kambosos, and y'all gonna meet up. It doesn't take no time out for the time frame that y'all will be fighting at anyway. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney coming out here talking about, oh man, why does he need a tune up and this and that? Bro, at this point, Devin Haney just running his fucking mouth now. It is what it is. Devin Haney's just talking now because he knows that he has to fight George Kambosos. He know that. So why are you out here talking about worrying about what Vasyl Lomachenko is doing in the meanwhile? Why? Why is he worried about if Vasyl Lomachenko taking a fight or not? Make that shit make sense to me. And I'm a huge Devin Haney fan. But like I said, I keep it 150 straight down the middle. And I just wasn't feeling that shit. Now everybody running with, oh man, Vasyl Lomachenko, he trying to wait for Devin Haney to weigh himself out of the division. And man, that's some bullshit. They gonna fight. Y'all been crying for the fight and won the fight. They're gonna fight. All Devin Haney got to do is get past and do what he signed on contract to do. He signed the contract saying that he was gonna face George Kambosos 2 times. If he ain't want to do it, he shouldn't have signed the motherfucking contract. It is what it is. Go get that man up out of there and then turn around and fight Vasyl Lomachenko. Simple as that. Knockout. You go ahead and cook.
Welcome to what I've been telling y'all, and see, it ain't always popular, but it's the truth, bro. Like I've been telling y'all, this man gotta fight Kambosos. And I got a huge echo coming from somebody, bro. I think I should be okay. Yeah, there you go. So, like, everything you said was on point, bro. Like, at the end of the day, this man has signed on to fight Kambosos. And the thing is, he signed on to fight Kambosos, and they fighting in October. Well, they talking about Loma coming back in October. So him taking the tune-up don't affect you in any way whatsoever, bro. Y'all both fighting in October. You're on the same timeline, and y'all fight each other next, bro. Like, this notion that Devin Haney don't have to fulfill his contractual obligations when all of the same people were saying that Deontay Wilder deserved his shot because Tyson Fury signed a contract. Now all of a sudden the shit that Devin Haney signed don't mean nothing. And now they talking about some goddamn step aside money. Let me explain something to y'all, bro. Bob Arum is not offering Kambosos step aside money to make a Loma fight. Number one, he know he got fucking Haney under contract for another fight. He know he got him for another fight anyway. Number two, promoters that stay along for Bob Arum, they are not stupid enough, that the people that be around as long as he been around, they ain't stupid enough to run around this hoe and pay somebody step aside money when they know they fighter gonna beat his ass. Bob Arum and his matchmaker saw the first fight. They saw the first fight. They saw Devin put hands, feet, elbows, knees, toes, all of that shit on Kambosos. They saw him beat his ass. So why would Bob Arum pay step aside money to a fighter and he know his fighter has the advantage and is going to win the fight? No, he's going to try to make money off of that. Well, shit, he signed a rematch. Let me go ahead and try to make this fight because I know my guy going to win anyway. Whether in that way, I'm not paying step aside money for an easy-ass fight. Ain't nobody doing that shit. Bob done told y'all this man got contractual obligations with Kambosos, and he told y'all he want to make the Lomachenko fight next. But it's all part of this narrative, and shout out to Jay Grant Jr., you know it's number love, but it's all part of this narrative by some, not all Devin Haney fans, but it's all part of this narrative of how can we twist this? How can we take these quotes? How can we take what's going on in boxing and make it look like everybody in the world is ducking Devin Haney? How can we do that? That's what it's all about for some of you dudes, bro. Straight up and down. How can we make him look like the boogeyman and everybody in the world is ducking him? That's what it boils down to. And so that's why Devin Haney is mad. And shout out to him. He may not want to fight Kambosos. He really do want the Loma fight. I agree with that. But, bro, quit trying to talk shit like Loma is ducking you when you got to fight somebody anyway. So what he's supposed to do? He already been out the ring almost a year. He ain't supposed to fight nobody. He's supposed to wait on you to fight Kambosos, and then after you get done with Kambosos, now y'all fight when he been out the ring 18 months, 19 months. How that shit make sense, bro? How, like somebody explain that shit to me. So I totally agree with everything that Keith said, man. At the end of the day, bro, Loma can get a tune up because he's supposed to fight in October, and you fighting Kambosos in October anyway, bro. How many times does somebody have to say that there's nothing for Devin Haney to do? And I'm talking about people in power and people that got fucking like connections and shit. Michael Benson is a very credible reporter. He told y'all Kambosos is fighting Devin Haney. Bob Arum just came out of his own mouth. Keon didn't read those quotes. ETB didn't read those quotes. But if you go up further, the article's still up on Boxing News 24. Bob Arum came out of his mouth. Devin Haney has a contractual obligation to Kambosos. He's fighting somebody else anyway. So if he's fighting somebody else, why is he worried about what's going on with Loma? I tell you why. Because he's keeping his name attached as the guy that everybody's ducking me. No one wants smoke with me. So what type of tweet can I put out? How can I send my pops Bill Haney around on all the YouTube waves and let's put out this narrative so my fans can go run with Loma's ducking Devin Haney again? Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, bro. He fighting Kambosos. Let Loma fight in October. You know what I'm saying? And they both had the same timeline. Then they get it on next. Bob Arum is telling y'all what he want to do. Stop trying to make it seem like everybody ducking you, bro. The fight gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Bob Arum letting you know he want to get Loma that shot, bro. That's all I got, man. I'm off of it.
Shit, if y'all ain't like that, y'all about to hate this. Quit all that bullshit. I definitely ain't for that. Ain't for none of that because that shit look like what Teofimo did once he got the straps and he ain't want to fight Dev. And he ain't want to fight Dev. And not only that, excuse me, not only that, shit, if you wanted to, like, I'm just baffled by the shit because it looked like y'all scared to fight Kambosos because the first time you tried to have Tank get you out of the fight. Now you trying to have Loma get you out of this fight. Are you scared to fight this man again? Now we all know it's harder to whoop a nigga. I mean, it's harder to whoop somebody at the bus stop the second day after you done whooped that ass the first day. You ain't got but two hands. So quit all that extra shit. Go ahead and get that shit out the way. And we already know Bob done told you you got Loma next. So quit all of this extra shit trying to get out of this because we all petitioned for you when you wanted it. We all said, go ahead. If you got to whoop him 2 times, go. When we thought the fight was 3 times in Australia, we say he got to fight Kambosos 3 times. Yeah, fuck it. Go ahead, do it, Dave. Whoop his ass 3 times to be undisputed because that's what you've been crying about since. That's what you've been wanting since you've been in boxing. So now that you got it and you got to deal with the shorty end of the stick, I don't have no sympathy for that shit. And it's really starting to worry me as far as this fight concern because you looking at everything. Maybe that's what being undisputed do. It make you look at everything everybody else doing and saying on some weird shit. Like, go ahead, get this fight, get this man out the way, man, and go handle your business.
Let me say this to my man, Leon Robinson. Well, I'm gonna tell you this, Leon. Bob already said that the Victorian government or whatever, they want the fight bad. They said that he said that they were very pleased with the results and the money they made and the turnout and the tourism and all of that from the first fight. So they jumped on the second fight fast. They wanted the second fight because of the money that they made off the first fight. Bob already said that. So they already in. They all in on that. So yeah, to respond to what you had sent me.
So check this out. On the cool, it seems like once everybody get these belts, you know what I'm saying, they kind of get a little bit, they get a little big headed. You feel me? And I respect Dev and what he did. We all respect it, but this the shit that come with it. You knew he was gonna have to rematch Kambosos, and you knew it was gonna end up, with Loma being somewhere in there. You feel what I'm saying? Dondada, grease it up, bro. I know you enjoying this shit. You know what I'm saying? Go on and get your rocks off.
And I don't agree with that shit that OTB said about Devin being scared of Kambosos.
I don't either. I was just finna cook on that. He ain't scared of Kambosos. He beat the shit out of Kambosos.
This
really
ain't the second time he trying to get out of that fight.
Bruh, stop.
Now, if I make excuses not to fight a nigga 2 days in a row. Now, the first day I had my mama walk me to the bus stop. The second day I rode in the car past the bus stop.
OTB.
But you making excuses. You making excuses not to. You making excuses not to fight that nigga because you trying to fight somebody better than him, bro.
Watch this. OTB. When we talk about avoiding fighters, you the last one who need to talk. But anyway, goddamn it, like y'all motherfuckers finna say, bro. Kambosos, you know what I'm saying? He want to try to render him irrelevant and Big Willie style your shit. But guess what? This ain't dancing, bro. This part of that devil goddamn me deal you signed, bro. This ain't dancing as much as you a Bill hoot and holler. You motherfuckers ain't calling your own shot. That old bastard, he know what the fuck he doing, bro. And he gonna set that fight up last, maximize as much money as he can, goddamn me, and try to swipe your ass for them belts before you get out of here. So you better go on and take this cakewalk, let Loma do whatever the fuck he gonna do, and then be prepared for the fuckery. But you thought it was some fuckery the first time around. That last fight on that top rank contract, boy, you better read that shit over and over and over again and make sure it's supposed to, because I be damn. It's just in my nature to believe that even though it's a 3-fight deal, it ain't a 3-fight deal. It's something in that motherfucker to hook you for
Bob
longer.
already said it was more than a 3-fight deal.
See what I'm saying? It's got to be more than that. So he got his hooks in there, bruh. Man, look here. You gonna do what Master say do. All that other shit was bluff and motherfucking me talk, bruh. I don't know how you say, I love Devin Haney, bruh, but it's 2 miscalculations. He thought he had a quick road to the belt with Luke Campbell, you know what I'm saying? And he trusted motherfucking Eddie Hearn, and look where it got him. T.O. bitch ass was laughing at him. He had niggas like T.O. and them laughing at him because they had the upper hand. And Bob already told you what it was. And then turned right around, and he signed a devil deal with Bob, and then gonna call his own shots. I can do this, that, and the third. Boy, everybody knew you was going to fight Kambosos again. And look, all this, he don't need no goddamn tune-up.
But A1, real quick, bro. No, they didn't, bro. They were saying, nah, A1, and I ain't trying to cut you out. I'm gonna let you finish.
Go ahead.
But nah, bro, it was a big ass contingent of people talking about, oh, Dev will drop the belts. Dev will move up to 140. Dev will do this. Dev will do that, bro. And every time I kept saying, miss me with that shit, niggas was saying I was hating. Look where we at now.
Thank you.
But
Key is right. That nigga do need a tune-up.
Knockout. Nobody never called his bluff. So if Tank and his team had came out, right? You got to call somebody bluff before you say that he ain't gonna do it. So if Tank Davis and his team would have came out and said, "Hey, shit, let's do it. I don't want to fight for them belts. Throw them motherfucking funky belts away, and we could get it popping. What's up?"
The only people
the safest thing that he could have did.
Y'all acting like he don't gotta
be perfect. That's a safe call out to me. That's a safe call out to me if Tank did that, just because you know Top Rank them ain't gonna do. You know Floyd ain't gonna do. They ain't gonna do no business with them. Not Floyd directly. Maybe Al and Bob might do some business, but Floyd and him like that with Tank with his prize possession, he ain't gonna do no shit like that. So I think that'll be a fake call out anyway.
Hey, anybody worth their weight in gold, like
call outs, and all of them
at the end of the day, bro.
Not fight.
At the end of the day,
you gotta Tank and his team. You gotta put the pressure on him and call his bluff before you say that he's not willing to do it. That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
Tank and his team called for the fight. They said they wanted to fight, but then Kambosos said, "Nah, I want my rematch." Now, if you go over there trying to make a fight, hold up. If you go over there trying to call his bluff, he said he wanted to fight him next if he won or some shit. Y'all know what I'm talking
about. He said that shit in the build up. He said that
the same way that Devin Haney said the shit in the interview.
How are we justifying he was supposed to fight?
He said that in the build up, right? to the Rolly Romero fight. You the main one that's saying you think it's clout chasing if a man is calling out another man and he already got a fight on the table. You made that up. Knockout. So you can't say that Tank was calling out Devin Haney when he had a motherfucking fight right there in front of him. So,
and Devin did the exact same thing.
Wait, hold on.
Exact same thing
with Loma.
Tank didn't say nothing about Devin after his fight. He ain't say nothing about Devin after his fight. So we could cut that out right there. You know,
Devin did the exact same thing.
No, I'm just George
Kambosos. George Kambosos officially activated his rematch clause on June 17th. Devin Haney went on $1 million worth of game on June 19th, talking about the only fights that interest him is Tank and Loma. Why are you calling Tank and Loma name when they already told you?
What I'm saying, though, you're not hearing what I'm saying.
The same shit, bro.
I'm not saying that he didn't, but what I'm saying is that you got to call his bluff. You got to come out and call his bluff and say, hey, drop them motherfucking belts then. We can get it popping. He never did that.
Why I gotta come out and call your bluff if I know you ain't gonna do some shit? That's stupid. That's a waste of my time.
You don't know nothing until you put him to the motherfucking test.
Man, this nigga was on Twitter begging for people, man. Don't let him ride me off of this opportunity. Y'all know I deserve this fight. Y'all know I deserve undisputed. This nigga ran down on Loma, Teofimo, Kambosos, and all this shit. And now all of a sudden he willing to drop them belts all of a sudden after working so hard.
Bluff, bro. You can't assume. Nah, bro. You can't assume.
Y'all sitting here and y'all arguing. Devin got to take this fight. Got to fight Kambosos, which is true. There's no question about it. He tied into this contract.
I think it's on Kwame.
Go ahead, Kwame. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
That's cool. I thought it was Coach Go.
Oh wait, is it Coach?
Yeah, it's Coach. It's Coach, and that is me.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. You right. It is you, Coach. On my screen, I don't know how y'all got switched around on the screen, but yeah, it is you, Coach.
And after they go key, we started going in, but I didn't get the. I was trying to make a point that I hadn't made yet.
Go ahead, make your point.
No, so all I was trying to say is when you do that, like it's easy to say that, but let's say Tank do that, and then Kambosos is looking like, hold up, bro, like I invoked my rematch clause. So you trying to step in on some shit, and you know I already got paperwork, bro. We don't know the legalities behind that shit and the paperwork that go in the box and this shit. Maybe he can hold them accountable. Like, why? If you know I got a contract and you know I'm supposed to get this fight, and you try to butt in or some shit, how we know they can't hold that man accountable and hold his team accountable to trying to do that shit if they know and it's in the public that this man activated his rematch clause. So it's not on Tank. It's not on Tank to call his bluff. It's on Devin to do what he need to do to get out of the fight if he want to get out of it, bro.
These fighters, they have a voice. They got social media. They got all that. All he got to do is, hey, Devin, I want to smoke. If you said you willing to drop the belts, I'm willing to fight you. What's popping? Let's get it popping, right? He ain't do none of that. He ain't even mentioned Devin Haney name after he fought motherfucking Rolly Romero. He was calling out Ryan Garcia. But salute to Blue Blood, my man Blue Blood.
Yeah, shout out to Blue.
Salute.
Shout out to Blue.
Blue said he calling out Ryan Garcia, and he said he's calling Ryan's bluff. Why not call Devin's bluff?
Because Ryan Garcia don't have a signed contract and an obligated rematch clause, Blue, and I promise I won't duck you, bro. I promise I won't duck you.
Shit. That's my thing about it. If we know that they had a contract to fight him, then why are all of these other fights even relevant? Now, we all had our pom-poms on when it was time for them to go over there. Now, all of a sudden, we finding reasons for them not to go back? Hell nah. Go on, get comfortable. Go over there, whoop his ass again. It's hard to be perfect twice. Yeah, we know.
He ain't got to be perfect to beat that.
They said the money ain't the same. I was going to say
perfect the first fight.
He wasn't perfect. He beat that nigga like he stole something. That shit was a fucking blowout. And if you
tell y'all this,
he felt the perfect fight. That's the first time we ain't seen him get.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. When he go back over there, I know he could beat the shit out of Kambosos for a second time.
Facts, he gonna dog walk his ass.
Hold on. When he go back over there the second time, I don't want to see him win with a motherfucking jab. I want to see him right. I want this time. You did it the first time, right? Now this time, I want to see you. I want to see you beat his motherfucking ass, not with just the jab. I want to see you go out there and put on the show for the
Talk
fans.
that shit, fam.
I don't want to see you winning with no jab this time.
He
I
ain't
don't want
gonna
to
do
see
that.
no more. I want to see you put yourself above the rest and show, okay, now first time I beat his ass with the jab, this time I'm gonna just dog his motherfucking ass.
That's why it's hard to
And
beat
that's
a
gonna
person
put you,
twice.
and that to me is gonna put you on that on another level. Like, okay, Devin Haney beat his ass the first time with a jab, and this time he came out and just dogged his mother. I want to see you beat him like you did Linares. That's how I want to see you whoop his ass.
Man, say
I agree with you.
He gonna box that man. He gonna win 12-0 again. It's gonna look exactly like the first fight.
Blue say he also said he knows Ryan Garcia is a capper and might not take the fight, but he's still pursuing Garcia.
Didn't I just
Ricky
say
Williams, yeah, I got you, Ricky. Mr. Make the fucking
You riding
fight.
the name. Riding each other's names.
The rest of that quote,
riding each other's names.
the rest of that quote, the rest of that quote from Twitter, the rest of that quote that we're talking about from Twitter says, "That's why I'm not going back and forth with him. That's why I'm not going to say anything else." So how is that pursuing
knockout? You decided, you and Leonard Ellerby, y'all sat y'all asses down and decided, regardless of how goddamn it independable Ryan was, y'all picked Ryan for that to be the first fight that you said you wanted. That's the first fight.
Ryan just answered. They said he was moving on.
Let coach get it.
Yeah, it ain't over yet. We can have
Hey, hold on. Let Kwame get his shit off, and coach is itching to get his shit off. But let me read this super chat, then we're gonna get back to the order. My bad. Zenith 360 says, why focus on Tank calling Dev bluff instead of admitting the fact that Devin was obviously bluffing? Bill admitted it when asked if his next fight after Cam had to be a top ranked guy, he wouldn't answer. Well, I mean, I don't know who you're talking to, but I got on Devin already. I get on everybody helmet equally. I got on Devin ass already. So
Zenith was on Bill Helmet in the chat when Money was on Bill Helmet that time. That's what he's talking about.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And so
you ain't finished, right, Coach?
No,
I never got started.
Yeah, Coach. Yeah, my bad. The order on the screen is messing me up because if y'all see my screen, like I said, Kwame is ahead of you, and then you after Kwame, but I don't know how it's messed up like that, but that's why I keep getting confused. But go ahead, Coach.
Let's get into this. George Kambosos, he got to take this fight. No doubt about it. I don't care. See, the thing that Devin, why he made this on Twitter is because it's like you fucking dictating to him, and he's the fucking undisputed champion. So that's why he said what he said. I don't have to wait on nobody. Now, we know he's going to fight George Kambosos. There's no question about that. We know that that's going to happen. He's going to go over there and he's going to beat his ass, and that's going to be the end of it. Then we'll see what happens after that. Now, you got, I see somebody up in the chat that was talking about Bass Man or whatever your name is. You was talking about it's a sleeper, and he's, well, that's because you don't know boxing. And then that's why you think it's boring. So that addresses you. The next thing is this. Y'all act like this shit, and this is another thing. Devin just want to act like the boogeyman and all this shit. Well, seems like he is the fucking boogeyman. Y'all act like this shit just started. This ain't just fucking start. Since he became undisputed, this has not just started. These motherfuckers been avoiding him forever. He was the WBC fucking champion. And none of these motherfuckers wanted no smoke with him. Y'all forget that shit. Like y'all live in such the present, y'all forgot the fucking past. Lomachenko dropped the fucking belt because he's scared to fight him. He done called out every top motherfucking fighter. Everyone. And none of these motherfuckers wanted to get in the ring with him. Y'all forget that. The fucking WBC champion wanted to fight everybody and had to fight and struggle. And no, he didn't have to take a tune-up with Gamboa. There wasn't a tune-up because nobody wanted to get in the ring with this motherfucker as the WBC champion. Y'all forget, this shit ain't just started. Y'all act like this shit just started when he became undisputed. All these motherfuckers been avoiding him, and it's proven by him calling out every motherfucker, everyone from Tank to Loma to whoever else was at the top of the division, and you couldn't melt him and pour him in the fucking ring with him. Y'all forgot? Like Roy said, you must have forgot. Y'all fucking forgot this shit? It ain't just start today. It ain't just start when he beat George Kambosos' ass. This shit been going on. This dude been having to fight and struggle to get people in the fucking ring with him, bro. This ain't just started. Y'all act like this shit just started.
So
this shit ain't
the only thing
he is the fucking boogeyman. Yes, he's the fucking boogeyman.
Can I ask a question?
Coach, I was just gonna ask you though, if Bob's saying that the fight that he gonna get Loma, I mean that's no longer an issue. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you, Coach. All the motherfuckers dodged and did. You did, but you got the 3-fight deal. Hey. You knew that the Kambosos shit. You knew that it was a rematch. You feel what I'm saying? So go on and get this shit out the way. Go on and get this shit out. Right. My thing is this, Coach. Go on and get this shit out the way. You feel what I'm saying? Go on and get Kambosos out the way. Go on and flush Loma. Because I feel like he would have flushed Loma when Loma ducked him. That's why they dropped the motherfucking belt. Dondada don't like to hear that shit and don't believe it, but it is what it is. I feel the same way, Coach. But you got that motherfucker online now. You feel what I'm saying? Right. After you beat Loma, my nigga, look, me and Key already said it. I feel like Bob ain't got no 3-fight deal with that nigga. I feel like it's some more shit to it. You feel what I'm saying? We gonna find out. After that, if it's a 3-fight deal, goddamn me, and he done, and Tank them don't step to the plate, then goddamn it, you know what I'm saying? We can just let it go free reign. Right now, you gotta let it go with a little hesitation because he got business to handle. That's all Knockout saying.
Just like Blue said.
Coach, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
I got a question, Coach. This is for you and anybody in the chat, bro. Unless your name is Canelo Alvarez, who that's fighting on the zone ain't had a problem getting fights.
Who that's fighting on the zone? Triple G.
Unless your name is Canelo Alvarez, what fighters on the zone don't have problems getting fights with PBC or top rank?
I just said it. Triple G, he could fight whoever he wanted to.
Shit, nah, he had to wait.
Okay, who did he fight from?
He didn't want to fight. He could have fought Jamal.
Okay.
He could have.
So how do we know he could get fights?
But he didn't want.
How do we know he could get fights? Triple G wanted to fight Canelo forever.
G generates not getting
money.
We know Triple G,
but he wanted to fight Canelo forever. Money. So why didn't he get the Canelo fight 4 years ago?
Promotion shit is helping them not make the fights that we want to see.
That's irrelevant to what's going on. This fight could have happened, and everybody know, and everybody say, well, you know, nobody's gonna do that shit. Well, that's not true because motherfucking Bill Haney wouldn't have brought the shit up if it wasn't true. You can go to any fucking network and make a fucking fight. They can't hold you back. They gotta make the biggest fight. If it's gonna make them fucking money, and that's what a fighter wanna do, he can do it. We keep on giving them excuses. What the fuck?
Wanted the networks still would have put up the money because it's a big fight, but they still will want the belts involved. They still will want to include the sanctioning bodies. Straight up, the networks don't want to work without them, and the sanctioning bodies ain't working without the networks. I don't think you realizing how strong that relationship is and how that money tied in together. The networks don't want to make that money without sanctioning fights. That's why we see them sanctioning fights. That's why we see motherfuckers all of a sudden fighting for an eliminator belt or the WBC sanctioning this or the WB.
And speaking of that, Adrian,
because the networks don't want to put it on without the name recognition.
It's like the business exists. The business exists, and then when it comes to fighters and stuff, that like all of a sudden the business don't exist. Like at the end of the day, bro, he went to the zone because they gave him the best bag possible, and he was getting bags over there. At the end of the day, bro, it ain't Devin Haney. It's Devin Haney. It's Demetrius Andrade. It's every fighter at the zone. Nobody can name me a fighter at the zone that's running around here getting big fights with these PBC fighters, bro. Okay, who's running around here getting fights with top ranked fighters and PBC fighters, bro?
Let me finish. Devin was on a fight-to-fight basis with fucking Devin Haney promotion. That's why they always told y'all. They ain't just start.
And what network sponsor Errol Spence still, bro?
The deal that he signed with ESPN and Bob Arum is different. The one he had with the zone, they always said, we can go where the fuck we want and fight who the fuck we want because of the fact that he was from a fight-to-fight basis. So Tank Davis and them could have fucking fought him. Lomachenko and them could have fucking fought him.
To, Coach? Who they send offers to? Who they sending offers to? Who they say that hey, we tried to send this person off. We're trying to make that fight. Other than just talking on YouTube and talking on Twitter and shit. Who they sending offers to? Who they say, hey, we tried to call this person?
Offer to
who they sending shit to? I'm talking about Devin, bro. I'm not talking about Jamal Charlo.
They allegedly sent the fucked up offer to Gary Russell.
He just left a fucked up term sheet to Gary Russell. How did he leave the zone? How did he leave the zone?
He left the zone. You said how?
Because he wasn't under contract. He was on a fight-to-fight basis.
That's
just
cool.
Like
and he saw food. And he saw food in George Kambosos. But why didn't he wanted all these fights, right? Why didn't he make that same move for all these other fights?
And he wanted Loma before that too. He wanted all these.
Okay, why didn't he make that same type of move for Loma? Why didn't he make that same type of move for Tank Davis? Why didn't he make that same type of
Davis ain't want no fucking smoke with him, and Loma didn't want no smoke with him. That's a fact.
That is a so what he's saying? So what he's saying? Okay, coach. What he's saying is right. If he's on a fight-to-fight basis, right? If he's on a fight-to-fight basis, and you got Teofimo laughing at you saying he thinks that he got a shot to get the belt, and he not gonna get the shot. I'm gonna get the shot. Blah 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 blah. Right? Being over here with Top Rank and Bob telling you signed with the wrong promoter. Then why the fuck you gonna fight JoJo Diaz and anybody else? Just I'm on a fight-to-fight basis anyway. I can walk away from this motherfucker and do what I want to. I'm walking away from this bitch and I'm signing the Top Rank deal now. Now none of you hoes can't duck because I'm under the same promotional company. That's what he did. Listen, coach.
Because
that's what he coach. Hold on, coach. Let me land the plane and I'm gonna let you defend Dale. Okay? I'm just saying, coach. He ended up doing it anyway when it was Kambosos, right? When the rubber met the road and we all saluted him, right? Even though it was fucked up, right? We saluted him for chasing legacy, but he ended up doing it anyway when it came to Kambosos. So what Knockout is trying to say, and what I'm hearing him say is, why didn't he do it before then if he was on a fight-to-fight basis and he wanted all these cats and the promotional shit was in the way of him getting them and they were ducking him through that shit. If he had a fight-to-fight shit and he could do whatever the fuck he wanted to, he could have walked away then.
Did he not go and confront Teofimo Lopez? When Lopez had the
confrontation,
you're not letting me finish, 817. He confronted him, wanted to fucking fight. He wanted to fight. He wanted to be undisputed. He could have left and fought fucking Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez didn't want the fucking fight. Teofimo wanted to fight his mandatory, which was George Kambosos, and he got his ass whipped instead of fighting for undisputed with Devin Haney. That's what the fuck happened. Y'all forgot? Y'all must have forgot. Devin Haney been calling for these fights forever. He wanted to fight Loma. He was his mandatory. Devin Haney could have went to Top Rank and fought Lomachenko. What Lomachenko did? Oh, Mr. Suleiman, can I get one of them belts like Canelo so I can protect my ass from this?
So why did he just leave right then and go to Top Rank?
Nothing to do with right now. Right now, shit, he not going
act
over
like
there.
This shit just started, bro.
Why did he leave right then and go to Top Rank, Joe?
For the second time,
So Loma
waited like the second time.
I'm gonna tell y'all, like I said earlier, when you're in a gym and you see motherfuckers sparring, and people who go to gyms and see motherfuckers sparring, you got fighters, they know what the fuck they looking at. Who's been fighting for, they know what they looking at. When you see a motherfucker and you be like, man, I got to spar this a bad motherfucker. It's gonna get in your mind. I don't give a fuck who you are. That's a bad
that shit sound good, coach.
Ain't no sound good.
Just so everybody in the chat clear. Just so everybody in the chat, everybody on the panel clear. What we're saying is that Lomachenko ducked Devin Haney, waited on him to get better, waited on him to become even stronger, waited on him to get even older, but he's about to fight him now. But he ducking Devin Haney. All right, whatever y'all say, bro. Whatever y'all say, dog.
So he didn't duck Devin Haney. So what you telling me is he didn't duck Devin Haney?
I'm telling you,
fight Luke Campbell. You fight Luke Campbell, but you want to fucking fight Devin Haney? That's what you telling
I'm
me.
telling you.
I don't think it was
It could look like he ducked Devin, but how you know
fucking
Bob
duck.
Arum?
Don't
Hold
tell
on.
me it's not
How
a
you know
duck.
Bob
Right,
Arum?
right.
How you know Bob Arum who said, "Look, man, he just signed to the wrong contract." Bob Arum could have went
Why he gonna fight him now?
WBC so that he can make an in-house fight, bro.
I'm gonna tell you why he gonna fight him now.
Bro, like
Loma
because he ain't got no. If Loma was ducking him, he damn sure wouldn't fight him now, bro.
These promoters work together to make the right
fight
happen.
Fight him now because he don't have no fucking choice. You know why? You know why he ain't gonna? Because Devin got every fucking belt under the fucking sun, and to become champion, you gotta go through him. That's why. It ain't because he don't think Devin is a bad motherfucker. It's just what else I'm gonna do?
If he was scared of Devin,
But coach,
bro, you can't get that off on me, bro. No, hold on, you can't get that off on me because if that was true, why didn't he just go ahead and fight Kambosos? What's so different about Ukraine right now? Because you know Loma had that fight first. What's so different about Ukraine right now? He'll come back and he'll fight Devin when he could have just fought Kambosos.
Devin was going to get ducked again because Kambosos 3 years earlier. Kambosos said after he fucking fought Teofimo. Listen, you're right, you're right, Knockout. You are right, Knockout. You are absolutely right, and I'm gonna tell you why you're right. You're right because Devin wouldn't have got that fucking fight, and Kambosos was a fucking liar. He said it before he fought Teofimo Lopez. Y'all all saw it. Everybody saw it. It was all online. Yeah, I promise I'll fight you. After this, we can fight for unified. And then guess what?
But coach, it wasn't about Kambosos being scared.
Let me finish. Then he goes to the fights. Well, after he wins, remember now, Devin fought the week or two after him. I think it was a week. Devin fought against Jojo Diaz. And he goes, I got to see who looked the best. And so he goes to Loma fight also before he head his ass back to Australia. Devin would have got fucked again. He would have he was going to avoid Devin Haney.
The business was already done.
That would have happened to him because Lou DiBella, hold on, bro, like y'all be forgetting like the important shit. That was happening to him because Lou DiBella was looking for a network. He was shopping Kambosos around looking for a network. So they went to go make the Loma fight because Top Rank and Bob Arum offered them the ESPN network. You do not duck Devin Haney to fight fucking Vasyl Lomachenko, bro. They on the same goddamn level. Ain't nobody ducking Devin but willing to fight Lomachenko, dog. Yeah. Stop that shit, bro.
Lomachenko didn't duck coming off a loss.
I gotta agree with the ducking part though. I can't imagine Lomachenko ducking Devin Haney and fighting Teofimo Lopez, who's a way bigger puncher.
Okay.
I mean, most people. I'm just saying, most people would rather get out boxed than take the chance of getting knocked out. I think it was mainly a business decision because Bob Arum came out years and years before when Devin Haney was trying to get the fight with Lomachenko, and he told him to his face, "You signed with the wrong company." And you know, there's a thing I believe because Devin Haney was a guy who had such a great deal for himself and was on a fight-to-fight deal with DAZN that they didn't really respect him because they like to have young black fighters owned by somebody so they can have all the leverage. And I feel like Devin Haney, the only reason Devin Haney went over to ESPN and Bob Arum is because he saw even though it was a more lucrative situation at DAZN, you know, 100% of nothing, you know, is less than 10% of something. So he went to ESPN because that was the only way he was going to get the fight. I do agree with you, Coach. Though
I'm gonna debunk that right now. I'm gonna debunk it right now. I got a question for you. Who is Luke Campbell fucking signed to? Is he signed to Top Rank? Go ahead.
I don't know who he signed to. I don't really pay attention.
I'll wait. He's not fucking signed to Top Rank. That's why fucking Loma could fight him. Who else he fought? Who else?
Yeah, but
that's right. He fought this guy named Ryan Garcia. I forgot that fight got made.
Right, but Coach, Coach,
you were telling me he didn't fuck him and take a franchise title when that was his mandatory.
Coach, we acting like we not privy to boxing where they have a MBF situation going on in boxing. I don't think it was just the
so
fact
what does
that,
MBF mean?
yeah,
What
no
does it
black
mean?
fight. Right, yeah, but I'm
That
just
means
saying.
you put a feather on a motherfucker. You put feathers on him. You put some webbed feet on that motherfucker. You put a bill on that motherfucker, and it's called ducking.
No,
That's
but
what
that,
it's called.
but that has to, yeah,
so-
but MBF, hold on. MBF don't necessarily have to do with the fighter. It normally has to do with the business. And I believe it was Bob Arum. And Bob Arum, strong. Listen, Bob
you can't
Arum,
say that fighter
strong
styles
arm.
don't have no impact on
Listen,
this shit.
what I'm saying is Bob Arum pretty much strong armed Devin Haney. He said, "Hey, listen, Bob Arum don't give a fuck really who have the belts. I say he would rather have Lomachenko because they like to market the white Ukrainian fighter that way. But Bob Arum, as long as those belts is within Bob Arum's corporation and company, where he's able to manipulate and call the shots, he don't give a fuck who got the belts. As long as he can manipulate the whole shit, he don't care who got the belts. The problem was, yes, Devin Haney. Devin Haney's a young great fighter. He's a pure boxer and he's a big 135-pound fighter. And he has long reach, and there's a good chance that he could outbox Lomachenko. And Bob Arum didn't want to lose those belts, because once he loses the belts to a guy like that who's a free agent, how does he have leverage in that deep division where he have all of those fighters? He don't. So
he lost his leverage.
Let me cook, please.
He lost his leverage. He lost his leverage when Kambosos won it, because that's a Lou DiBella fighter. That's not a motherfucking. That's not no motherfucking top ranked fighter either.
But Bob Arum's also on record.
Devin Haney.
Bob Arum's also on record stating that he never really wants to put his fighters in the ring with another fighter from another promotional company if it's a big risk. They did not believe that Kambosos was going to be a big risk. Nobody didn't believe that Kambosos was going to be Teofimo
It's
Lopez.
called fucking ducking. It's called ducking. Yes.
That's why you can't say that he ain't ducking to me.
It's called ducking.
Check it out.
I mean, you got a mandatory and you don't fight the mandatory, goddamn
Check
it.
it out.
And
Kambosos was a petition for mandatory.
Blue ass for the link,
hold on. Kambosos wasn't nothing that was being forced upon T.O. T.O. seek that. He petitioned for that mandatory. Listen, Bob got pissed off because just like Kwame said, he left the business unprotected. He fucked off the bag by going to even do that with Kambosos, because Kambosos wasn't under his rule. Okay, so T.O. was risking it anyway. The level of risk didn't matter. That's why him and Bob was into it in the first place, and he went the whole route with Triller. That's the reason why. But the problem is when he fucked it off, Bob had to regroup. Remember, he's a lawyer. So Bob regrouped. He said, well, this motherfucker don't have a network. And with the business of boxing and how shit was going, okay, with Pro Bellum, they was out of there. So what? He got to come back to me anyway, for a network. Win, lose, or motherfucking draw. Now, when he motherfucking lost, Lou came to him like he knew, on hands and knees, groveling, and said, hey, I got these belts. He knew nobody else was going to give him the platform. Bob knew what he had. And he also flexed on Dale the same fucking way. You're going to sign with my company. I'm not going to lose control of these belts again.
100. That's correct.
Fuck you mean? I'm not going to lose control of these fucking belts.
That's what it's about. It's about Bob keeping the belt.
He wouldn't have lost control. It could have been the same situation. See, this is what y'all forget. When Lomachenko,
it wasn't going to be the same situation because Dev was standing on his shit. Dev wasn't signing in. He wasn't coming to Top Rank then. He wasn't leaving then. He was standing on his shit because he felt like he had something to stand on with the WBC. When he found out that wasn't shit, he rolled it out. He signed, coach.
Hold on.
He fucking signed.
Let's go. Hold on. Let me.
Y'all don't bring this shit home.
Let me fucking finish. Now, you said he had something with the WBC, right? Okay. Before he got, let's go. So before he got the WBC motherfucking belt, right? He was still on a fight-to-fight basis. Still on a fight-to-fight basis with motherfucking DAZN, right?
Mhm.
So now, when he became motherfucking Lomachenko's mandatory, Devin could have fought on ESPN. He could have signed with fucking Bob then. But instead, Lomachenko fucking decides to get a franchise fucking belt. Duck. You understand?
But think about this, Coach. Lomachenko didn't go to. Hold on, Coach. But Lomachenko didn't go to the WBC and ask for it. Bob did, and that's the point that you missing.
Not true.
That's the point.
Yeah, because Loma accepted it.
Not true. Not
The fighter
fucking
got to
true.
accept the
Out
title.
of Mauricio Suleiman's own fucking mouth at the WBC convention, Lomachenko and his team asked him for the motherfucking franchise belt.
Lomachenko and his team. Who do you think?
You think that has nothing to do with
What's
Bob?
What's the Russian dude or the Ukrainian dude that's no. The Russian dude who is this manager? What's his name? Ivan Kavalaskis or whatever his name is. Igor Kavalaskis or whatever the dude's name is. He's the one at the WBC fucking convention asked Mauricio Suleiman for the motherfucking the belt. So that's how that shit happened. Y'all can keep on saying that bullshit that he didn't fucking duck Devin Haney, and that's bullshit. And y'all all saying
I'm just saying, Coach.
That's not the fucking argument.
Honestly, Coach, I just find it hard to believe. Right? You had with the streak that Teofimo Lopez had going through 135, where he's stopping motherfuckers like Comey in the second round and stopping all these motherfuckers and starching him, and Lomachenko fights him. It's hard for me to believe that he just ducked Devin Haney. Like, he looked at Devin Haney and said, you know what? I'm more scared of you, Devin Haney, than I'm afraid of Teofimo Lopez. I'm talking about before Lopez lost. And
I don't think he wanted to fight either. I think he wanted to fight either. I think they took T.O. because it was the cheaper of the two. And look, T.O. even fought for more money, right? I think they took T.O. because he was the cheaper option of the two. They felt like Dev was going to want more money, plus he was not going to sign the top rank. I'm telling you, T.O. fought for more money before the fight. That fight got held up because T.O. wanted what, y'all? More money. And he got pissed off because they brought him a loser contract. So that's what I'm saying to y'all. It was a cheaper motherfucking option, and he was under the motherfucking umbrella. Again, Bob still keeps control of the what? Of the belts.
The belt.
T.O. fucked that off when T.O. went and petitioned for Kambosos, right? Because Kambosos, look, this motherfucker, number one, nobody knows him, and I can't sell it. Number two, if you do lose to this motherfucker, guess what? He ain't up under my shit. Fuck you, T.O., you stupid motherfucker. And T.O. says,
that shit is not
somebody
true.
else gonna put the fight on.
That is not true because Canelo Alvarez didn't have no fucking promoter. He goes to whatever network he going to go to.
Canelo got his own goddamn fan base.
No, I'm talking about
no
Dundada.
goddamn
I'm talking to Dundada. And this is my last time addressing you at anything because your punk ass already scared to get on the motherfucking panel anytime, any day. So I'm not going to address you after this. Motherfucking Canelo motherfucking requested it from Mauricio Suleiman, and Mauricio Suleiman said it out his own mouth. So cut the bullshit out. I can call the fucking sanctioning bodies right now on the goddamn telephone. So cut the bullshit.
As far as Lomachenko, I don't think Lomachenko ever ducked no Devin Haney. And I'm keeping it 100. I think that was a business decision with his team and Bob Arum. Well, hold on. With his team and Bob Arum, plus, like Bob said, Devin signed with the wrong promoter, so they weren't gonna make that fight then anyway. You know what I'm saying? That fight wasn't gonna be made then. So I don't think that he ever ducked Devin Haney. But like Knockout said, hey, they finna fight. Devin Haney older now, he better, so they finna fight. So everybody that's saying that Lomachenko ducked Devin Haney, y'all better pray. Y'all better pray that Devin Haney whoops Lomachenko, because that ain't no guarantee. That's not a guarantee. I'm going for Devin Haney in that fight. Yeah, I'm a fan of both. I'm going for Devin Haney. I'm riding with Devin Haney. But y'all better pray he whoop Lomachenko, because it ain't guaranteed that he can whoop Lomachenko.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
I agree with you, Keith.
But
I would definitely favor him at 135 because
I would too.
Lomachenko
I
looks
would.
like a mortal.
I
He
don't
looks
know.
mortal at 135.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? When you weigh out all the skills and the experience and all of that, I don't know. It's a 50-50 fight to me. It's a 50-50 fight.
I'm more leaning towards Dev. I'm like my boy Kwame. Loma at 130 was a different. He was a different animal. I would love to see him and Shakur at 130. At 135, Loma done look mortal, and he ain't carried the same type of power and the same type of pop.
I got Loma
it's a 50-50
because of
fight,
how.
and you gotta pack some power. See, Loma, motherfuckers that got power. Then he timid, like Teofimo Lopez. He was timid in that fight. You gotta have some power, and we all know that Devin Haney can box his motherfucking ass off, but he ain't got no power to keep Loma at bay. So
Dev got a good jab, but Loma got good head movement and good feet.
When you fight somebody
Loma
like
eliminate that jab.
Devin Haney would hurt fucking body at 135. Point blank, period.
Like
box that bitch eyeballs out his head because his fucking jab is long. He is great at distance control.
Man, Loma gonna eliminate that
jab. Feet just like motherfucking his speed of Devin Haney's feet matches Loma's.
Like I said,
he's longer, got a faster jab, and his hands is fast.
Ain't got to, coach. You don't have to wait too long. You don't got to wait too long.
And we gonna bet. Fight. And we gonna bet whoever got fucking Lomachenko, I got all the smoke for you over here. I promise you that.
What you talking about? We gonna bet. The fuck I just talked. What you mean we gonna bet?
I ain't talking about you, Keon. The hell motherfuckers making excuses.
I just said I'm going for Devin Haney. You talking about we gonna bet? I'm going for Devin Haney.
I'm talking about the ones that's giving all this fucking doubt that's coming out there. That when they put in their lips, you understand?
Because ain't no doubt, but you gotta realistically give Loma his credit.
I'm gonna say this. Anybody that thinks that Devin Haney is gonna run through Lomachenko easy, y'all got a motherfucking another thing coming. Y'all got another thing coming. That's going to be a very, very tough fight. And it's a winnable fight for Devin Haney. It's a losable fight, too. But we're going to move on to the next subject. We're going to move on to the next subject because we've been on this topic for way too long. You feel me? Y'all hit the like button. I know it's a lot of y'all in the building that ain't even hit the like button. A lot of y'all
your boy wanted a link.
Y'all ain't hit the like button. Huh?
Your boy wanted a link. Blue blood.
I don't have his email. I texted him for his email. You know what I'm saying? I texted for him. I seen it. But anyway, so like I said, hit the like button while we get into this next topic. Hit the like button. So today, some news came out from Dan Rayfield saying that he has, per his sources, that Terence Crawford and Errol Spence are very close to signing a deal for November the 12th or November the 19th, I believe. Now, November the 19th, that's like the week before Thanksgiving, right? November the 12th is the week before that. So he's saying that they are very, very close closing out the deal for those dates. Now, the thing is we've been hearing this shit back and forth for I don't know how long. But one thing I did say, I told y'all last week, I said they got about another week or two at max to announce this fight. Because if it go past another week or two, I said the fight ain't going to happen this year. Now, with all that news being talked about, right, and they talking about Standing Jonas is going to be fighting on the undercard and all of that, I don't know what to believe. Real talk. I don't know what to believe. I don't know if it's true or not, or if it's just another story that we've been hearing. You know what I'm saying? And then going to come back and say, oh, well, we still got some things to work out next week. And then the week after that. So I don't know what to believe. The thing is I said I thought the fight was going to happen. I still think the fight is going to happen. It got to happen this year. It got to happen this year. But shit, I'm kind of up in the air with all of this shit. Whether I can believe Dan Rayfield and his sources and all of that shit. But, I'm going to let somebody else, I'm going to let one of y'all have it. And I want to know how y'all feel about this shit. If y'all believe this shit or y'all think it's just some cap. OTP.
Man, I think that the fight been done. I told y'all, I've been said that I thought the fight been done. You could just I always look at the fighters. You know what I mean? And since the you guys fight, both fighters been working consistently. They done took little steps off, not to mention the Showtime interview that they dropped with Terence Crawford. I ain't had no reason to believe that this fight wouldn't happen. And then you got both trainers coming out already analyze. You got Derek James saying that Errol Spence have to go in the Matrix. You got Bomac was shit. He looked horrible in his last. Terrence looked good, so shit. He gave good fighter instructions last time we seen him. But all in all, man, I just ain't had a reason to think that we was ever close to this fight not being done when I really look at those things. And I only look at the fighters, and goddamn it, Steven Espinoza is all that matter when it comes to that. So on that note, man, he told us that they was close to it being done. He told us a week ago that negotiations is what negotiations is. They stall out, but he told us to straighten the camera. That he wasn't gonna let it die. And knowing that, you gotta know that fight close. As far as this shit go, they already looking at fight cards. So that just lets you know if they already know who on the fight, then the date, the venue, all of that been set. They ain't just picked that shit in the last 3-4 days.
Well, I just want the damn fight to happen. I don't fuck Dan Rayfield, because we got our own sources out here, our own brothers who be reporting this shit, and everyone be acting like they capping, and they don't know what they talking.
Kwame, I think it was on 817, but
oh, I didn't even
let him cook. Let him cook.
Go in the last time.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, you didn't go? Oh no, I was away from the camera for a minute, so I didn't even. Yeah. Okay,
go
ahead.
Cool.
Go.
But I'm just saying what I'm saying is like, ahead, cook. Yeah. I really don't give a shit what he say, what he don't say, because we've been getting good information from people like you, from people like Blue Blood, from a lot of the people who have their own sources and connections. And I'm not going to take his shit like it's the gospel, like he white Jesus of boxing, and I'm just going to believe everything that he's saying. I'm at a point where I just want the fight to go down and to take place. Based on what came out of Bomac mouth the other day, talking about negotiating in 50-50 and for Earl to accomplish what he wants to accomplish, Terrence has the last belt. I mean, we don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to put no extra stock in what Dan Raphael said, because people like him and Carpenter was saying shit like this before, and Floyd came out and said it was a fucking lie. So, I mean, I want to be excited that the fight's going to happen. I just don't know. And quite frankly, it definitely needs to happen. But I've heard that they're trying to get an undercard together, so that means that things are going in the right direction. And that just makes me excited, because this fight is long overdue. It's what the fans at this point deserve. We've been going back and forth for damn near 5 years, and it seems like the fighters are ready to make it happen. And we should see it. We should see a hell of a fight. I'll be ordering the fight, and I know a lot of you good brothers are gonna go to that fight, and hopefully it can get made this year.
And salute to the Queen Lanier in the building. She says, salute to the panel in chat. Just stopped in to hit the like button and show support like always. I appreciate you, Queen. Salute.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm over here doing the Tootsie Roll in the driver's seat, bro. I'm just happy. I'm happier than a punk in a pickle factory. Let's go on and get this shit cracking, man. I hope the undercard. Again, as far as outlets and shit, I'm telling you, I done stopped listening to everybody else. You feel me? If it ain't from the family, I ain't paying no attention to it. You did, all the other shit. We talk about it, be good for debate or whatever. But when my partners start coming through with info, you know what I'm saying? And y'all know who I'm talking about. The real sources out here in these streets, in these boxing streets. You know what I'm saying? I got some solid boys out here. Key one of them. You know what I'm saying? Blue blood or nothing. But it's some solid brothers out here where, you know what I'm saying, where you gotta run it through the fax machine. You dig, like my boy say. and you know that's what I've been riding with, and I'm telling you, man, it's coming. The undercard is important. You know, the undercard is important not only for you know, the crowd and people that don't turn out, for the bottom line. You know, ain't no motherfuckers gonna pay big money unless the undercard stuff too. So hearing the names that, you know, are being mentioned with the undercard, that's dope. Let's just get this fight, man. It's what boxing need. It's what we all need. You feel what I'm saying? Let's get this shit on. That's it.
To me, they should have had Boots against Stanionis on the undercard. That's the fight they should have been trying to make.
Man, I heard Stanny. I didn't want to say. I heard Stanionis versus Crowley, and I done heard Boots versus Stanionis. I don't know which one. I hope it's Boots. Boots supposed to be fighting in October, right?
He's fighting on a whole nother card. So, like,
right.
for you not to have Boots on there, they already dropping the ball to me on the undercard.
I agree.
They're gonna have Terence Crawford and I'm gonna leave that alone. Go ahead. They're gonna have the same type of undercard that look like all they other undercards. I'll just say
a whole bunch of Mexicans, or a whole bunch of Mexicans or foreigners or some shit. Some people who willing to take a little bitty money because they haven't to pay
for
them
the
so
big
much.
Fight. They know we gonna buy it. They know it. Why would they give us main event fights?
I would like them to have Jose Valenzuela on there again. That would
I think.
Put him in there. Put him in there. See, they got Isaac Cruz matched up with whatever Rudy Poo he finna fight. They should have put Jose Valenzuela in there with Isaac Cruz.
Okay, Kiwa, how much? So look, if you put Boots on that card, they gonna want at least 150. If you put Boots on that card, they're gonna want at least 150 on the pay-per-view. You feel me? Motherfucker, you think motherfuckers stealing it at 100 or 125?
But
I mean, $100.
But you could put Cruz, and Valenzuela on that card and Raul on that card. You could put them against each other.
Yeah, they want our welterweights on that card.
And then put somebody like, you know, put Speedy Ellis on there against Stanionis, see if he won't, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. You ain't gotta pay them cats. Put together a dope ass card. Top Rank do it all the time. Put together a dope ass card. It don't have to be necessarily Keith Thurman versus Boots and shit like that. You can put in fighters that's gonna make a great crowd pleasing fight that we know, and you ain't gotta pay them all that money like that.
And you use that stage to promote what's coming next, what you got next up, and the Rayo Valenzuelas. The Subriel Matisse.
Who wouldn't want to see Raul versus goddamn little Isaac Cruz? Who wouldn't want to see that shit?
Yeah, good fight.
Yeah, that is
Frank
a good
Martin
fight.
versus Chris Colbert.
I definitely want to see Frank Martin on that card. I was just gonna say.
I want to see him fight Chris Colbert on that card.
Yeah, I think Frank Martin and Chris Colbert a lot.
But they ain't gonna do it. They not finna do that. Watch.
They should, bro. Earl said it's a done deal already, didn't it?
Yeah, and Frank Martin is Earl fighter. Why wouldn't you?
Right, those guys don't require a whole heap of money. So I don't see
why wouldn't you?
Not at all.
Why wouldn't you, PBC? You got to make that happen, and especially when you know that the people actually have want to see what Chris Colbert gonna do. Whether you want to see his ass get knocked out or whether you want to see if he gonna continue in this sport. Shit.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. Spence and Crawford, shit. I don't get down who on the undercard. Keep it a buck. Like, I'm watching that hoe. Like, I've been waiting on that fight for years. I'm more than that hoe anyway.
Yeah,
like, I'm more than that hoe anyway, bro. But just about what y'all was talking about, bro, with the fight and it being made, man. We just got if you put together all the tea leaves, man, that shit imminent, bro. And we should all be confident and we should all be excited, not just because of Dan Raphael report, but Mike Coppinger was reporting the same shit. Letitia Crawford running around here talking about don't ask for interviews, come fight week. Terence Crawford doing interviews with Showtime. He talking about he very confident the fight gonna happen. Errol Spence talking about he guaranteed the fight gonna happen this year. Derek James,
fuck all that. L-Dub said something about the undercard.
And then on top of all that, Derek James also said that shit. I'm already training for the goddamn training camp. Earl gonna have to so bro, like all these things put together, bro. Like the fight coming, dog. Like I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I know it's his job to report shit, but that shit don't do nothing for me. Him reporting it, like, I'm pretty sure he ain't he's got his sources, just like, Key, you got your sources, Blue got his sources. So it don't make me no more excited today than yesterday. I just want the fight to go down, and I just want to be able to cook all the Crawford fans and cook Bomac when I see him over there in the corner yelling and screaming because Bud getting his fucking eye socket took it out. So that's where I'm at with it.
Hey,
That shit ain't gonna happen.
hey,
Except for
Antonio
when you go to
Lopez said
sleep.
some. Hey, Antonio Lopez said some trill shit, but that ain't the question to ask none of us on the panel. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, you ask somebody and they know they're gonna scream it, they gonna lie and tell you they're gonna pay for it anyway.
Fact.
Yeah.
So you'll never know until them numbers come out. You won't know until them numbers come out. When them numbers come out, if they don't look like how they supposed to, turn to your neighbor and look at your neighbor. Yeah, all right.
Facts.
That's all I can say about that. KQKC, what's happening with it? Todd Swindle in the building. What it do?
Conor Ben, Chris Eubanks official.
It is what date?
October 8th. Catch weight.
I'm gonna be out at the fight fucking with Ricky Williams. You know what I'm saying? 817, coach. We finna, finna be big. Yes, sir.
Damn,
when they
Conor
fighting
Ben
again,
and Chris.
OTB?
What'd you say, bro?
When they fighting again?
October 8th. Conor Ben, Chris Eubanks Jr. But they daddies fought each other.
October
like
8th. That's gonna be fire, bro. That's gonna
be a good fight.
And we really gonna be able to see what Conor Ben is
made of. Yep.
Like, I'm not putting pressure on him to win the fight, but we gonna be able to see what he made of, because he really gonna have to go out there and put it all together to be able to, even last or compete with Conor Ben. We're gonna be able to see what his chin is made of, what his boxing skills like. This gonna tell us everything we need to know about Conor Ben.
Yeah. Because
Eubanks better not go out that motherfucker trying to look like Roy. I hate how his fighters fight like that, man.
Well, he tried to do that shit his last fight. He been trying to do that shit. It don't look like it ain't you, Chris Eubanks.
Thanks, man. That ain't it. Thank you, P. Tell him again, bro.
That ain't it. It's definitely not it.
Bro,
man, this is a tough ass fight, though.
Because Conor Ben gonna be in your shit. I'm telling you right now. So you could go out there with that hands low, goddamn it, Roy Jones look if you want. Your ass gonna wake up in Castle Hill, motherfucking.
There's also weight class. There's also weight classes for a reason. So don't just act like
he a little boy to Chris Eubanks.
These two welterweights fight, and it's at a catch weight for a motherfucking reason. So we seen a lot of motherfuckers spark people at their weight, and then they go up. I.e. Canelo Alvarez, and shit is real fucking different when you get up there. And Chris Eubanks ain't going, Junior ain't going. He's not a person who's a pot shotter. That motherfucker gonna be throwing a bunch of heat too. So you know what?
He athletic. He durable. He athletic. He durable. He got a nice ass chin. You know what I'm saying? He gonna punch with your ass. That's it. Unless they got a rematch clause in there. Like, Conor Ben is 5'7", bro, with like a 60-something inch arm reach, dog.
Right.
Chris Eubanks, like I said, at the least, I'm not expecting and looking for Conor Ben to win the fight, but we're gonna be able to learn a lot from him. And Nunu said it's gonna be another Kell Brook. Well, we learned a lot from Kell Brook. We seen that Kell Brook, you know what I'm saying, actually was probably better than we thought he was in the Triple G fight, because he's putting it on Triple G for a minute.
Facts.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this.
I think Conor Ben gonna fuck Eubanks up. Go ahead, coach.
I agree.
Know about all that.
I agree. I agree, OTB. I agree. I think Conor Ben gonna be all over that motherfucker like a bad rash, and he ain't gonna know how to get him off it. That's what I don't know
about all that.
Chris Eubanks look like garbage. Chris Eubanks look like garbage. He looked like a fucking poor man's Roy Jones trying to do something.
He did do that. He did look like that. I get that to you, coach. I wasn't impressed with his last shit at all.
And him fighting. Does everybody Does everybody think that both of these fighters are going to hit each other consistently? Does everybody think both of these fighters are going to be able to hit each other?
Kind of been going to the body, buddy, and he do it every fight. Kind of.
Are they both going to hit each other?
The only thing is you got a pressure fighter, and then you got Chris Eubanks, who just displayed to us that he gonna fight off the back foot and try and check hook you.
He's fighting off the back foot against middleweights. Y'all think he gonna fight off the back foot against the small ass dude?
He not gonna fight.
That style ain't a walk down style.
Because ain't gonna fight the same way against a goddamn middleweight.
So he gonna change up the Roy Jones.
I'm just asking a simple question.
So low, y'all.
Are they good enough?
That's the problem with it.
Are they good enough to where y'all think they both gonna hit each other? It's a simple question.
I think so.
Yeah, I think both fighters win.
All right, so if they both gonna hit each other, y'all telling me the bigger, stronger, longer guy ain't got a shot?
I never said that. I don't think Chris
Eubanks
ain't
out there fighting like
goddamn
it, just fought in that last fight, trying to look like you're not about to go out there.
I accidentally hold on, y'all. I was trying to block this dating site in my shit, and I accidentally blocked Aisha. Damn. Can't one of y'all? Can't nobody unblock her?
Aisha, somebody unblock Aisha.
Can one of y'all unblock her?
I can't.
I'll go over to YouTube and get to it if ain't nobody got to it by the time I get there.
Okay, yeah, my bad, Aisha, my fault. I wasn't trying to block you. I was trying to block that. My chat skipped. I think that's what happened when I was blocking.
There you go.
Got a coach, I couldn't. Okay, cool.
But when you keep your hands down that low, like he do with that style, then shit, you eliminate all the reach and size you got.
I just don't think that Conor Ben. I don't think that Conor Ben is gonna come in and try to fight a middleweight Chris Eubanks the same way that he do these Rudy Poot ass welterweights that he fights.
Hey,
we gotta think. Conor Ben ain't even fought no top welterweight yet. He ain't even fought nobody past the C level yet.
Right, and that's what
if my daddy whooped your daddy ass, I might come in that motherfucker. God damn it.
Chris, and that's what I'm saying. Chris, also you gotta put into account, Chris Eubanks Jr. is a lot more experienced than him in as a professional. So I mean that plays a part. So
and Chris Eubanks, he didn't fought some names. He didn't fought Billy Joe. He didn't fought he fought George Groves. He didn't fought some names.
Right.
Man, watch Nigel Ben whoop Conor Ben daddy ass. I mean, watch Nigel Ben fuck Chris Eubanks daddy up. This ain't Nigel Ben and this ain't motherfucking
Eubank neither.
I just think that he's more fluent. He's more fluent, and I think he's more athletic and explosive than Chris Eubank. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but
this is just a win-win for Eddie. Either way, bro.
Overall,
against goddamn motherfucking Rudy Poot level ass fighters, we gotta see how you do against this a whole different ball game.
I would say that about Chris Eubanks and his Roy Jones style. Yeah, you get that shit off against premature fighters. You could get that shit off. Dropping your hands low. You could get that shit off. You're not getting that shit off with somebody who you gotta respect.
What weight is they fighting at?
I don't know. They ain't say. I ain't even.
Well, I know they're gonna fight at a catch weight.
Yeah, they did say a catch weight.
I'm telling y'all, this is gonna be a
wait, hold on. Johnny Q said somebody was in the chat talking about Chris Eubank is slowly evolving into Roy Jones.
Man, get out of here, man.
The Roy Jones that's right now.
That's the shit that's gonna get him knocked the fuck out, y'all.
Hey,
that's
what you
said right there?
You said Roy Jones that's right now.
Yeah, the one that's right now.
You got the reflexes and the skills of Roy Jones right now.
That's about it.
That's fucked up.
Hey,
the same Roy that went to Russia and got fucking knocked out. Go ahead.
Yeah, it don't say it will wait though.
Go ahead.
Oh shit!
I'm just telling you, it's gonna be a tough fight. It ain't gonna be no easy fight. I promise you. Just because he coming up in weight, bro. That little dude can fucking fight, bro. I'm telling you what I see.
I'm gonna tell you right now, motherfucking Chris Eubank might get his ass beat if he try to get in there emulating that Roy Jones shit again.
So you saw the shit I saw, T. You called it
That's
out. You
all
saw
I'm
the shit I
saying.
was talking about.
Hey, that
That's why I
shit
When he
said
do
stop.
that Roy Jones shit, he gonna be waking up in Castle Hill Hospital. Trust me.
Hey, listen. Hey, why is
You
Roy?
go
Hey,
OTB
why is
with that
anybody giving
bullshit.
Roy credibility as a trainer? Like nobody
Yeah.
can do what the fuck Roy did. You feel what I'm saying? Like Roy, you can't teach nobody that shit because you don't even know how you did that shit.
You go
Yeah.
You
O-
don't know.
you,
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't
That
know how
was
you
all
did that shit,
talent, tell him.
Roy. So all that shit. You see, you give him this shit. Roy, you was a great fighter, bro. You was a great fighter. You somewhat decent commentate. But give that shit up, bro. Give that shit up. Every last just cause you know how to hold the pads and shit, bro. Stop. You gonna get somebody hurt out here.
I
Chris
haven't seen.
Eubanks, boy, man, say stop that
Yeah.
Johnny Q.
yeah,
I
Stop
you
that
gonna
haven't.
Johnny Q.
I
you
haven't
gonna
seen
get
nobody. I haven't seen no one Roy Jones train be good in the ring. I'm just keeping it
Hey,
100.
they say you can go all the way back to Derek Gainer.
Yeah, man.
hey,
Hey, that's a throwback name, yo.
hey, look, man.
He
Conor
was
Ben
on the
gonna
first
lose this
knockout
fight, bro.
king.
What's happening with
Conor
it,
Ben,
Ricky?
Conor Ben gonna lose this fight, bro.
Talk your shit.
Hey Ricky, where my video at, bro?
Bro, man, look, school about to start back up, man. I have no time. I'm being honest with you, bro.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. Same over here. I got 3 of them going back to school. I
I'm
ain't mad at
sorry,
you.
man. I just been like for the past shit since what's today? Today Tuesday, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't work 14-hour days 2 days in a row, bro.
Man, I ain't mad, bro. Get your money, dog. No, I hate you. You know,
Got to,
bring it so
Rick.
hard. Get your money. You'll be ready to put in that different type of work tomorrow night, bro.
Hey, that's not work tomorrow. That's leisure, bro. This is not no contest.
Easy work.
This ain't no contest, bro. I was made for this. But hey, Conor Ben he about to lose this fight, bro. He about to lose.
Damn.
Why is you fighting a middleweight, nigga? All these welterweights that's sitting waiting on the big fight to happen. You can't fight nobody else, nigga. You fighting this dude so you can move up, and when you lose, I did it for the fans, for the legacy, for my father. This motherfucker about to lose. He ain't fought nobody. Nobody.
I don't like the
Y'all
sucker
talking
shit.
like he a monster. This nigga ain't no monster.
Yeah, I don't like the sucker shit that he's calling out Boots once he got the shit lined up with Chris Eubanks. You know what I'm saying? Like now he coming out and talking about I'll fight all these top welterweights when you got shit lined up with your countryman.
He a come
Well,
forward
I'm
fighter.
gonna say
Well,
this.
ain't none
Bro,
of them a better option,
I'm
bro.
gonna
It's
say
the
this,
Kell
right?
Brooks syndrome. It's the same.
I'm
I
gonna
was
say
just
this.
saying.
I'm gonna
It's
say
the
this because I had to go back and I had to watch the content, with Conor Ben myself, and he wasn't really calling out Boots and them.
Right.
Now he was on the live and he was reading the comments, and Boots and Virgil Ortiz name had came up, right? And he gave both of them all the respect in the world. He said that they hell of a fighters and all that, and he says that what I'm saying, I would like all of those fights. So he ain't really call them out. He just kind of responded to a question with like,
Oh, I
yeah,
see.
I'm down. Those are the fights that's ideal. Like I'm down. I want to fight them guys. Those are the guys that's in my weight division. Like I'm down to fight all of them. So it ain't like he just came out like, oh, I want to fight Boots and Virgil Ortiz now. What's up and all of that. So I think a lot of that shit get, what I'm saying, thrown out of context. He's a fighter and he answered the way that he's supposed to. If
hey,
you go back,
look for Eddie
That's
Hearn. You
he
gotta
basically
understand for
just
Eddie
said,
Hearn,
That's
it's a
something
win-win
different,
situation, bro.
Jalen.
He did it with Kell Brook, right? Kell didn't want to lose his belt to Earl. He wanted him to take a victory lap. So he sent him up there to fight Triple G. If you lose, what they gonna say? They ain't gonna say nothing but damn, you was fighting a
well,
bigger
no,
dude
because at
anyway.
least Kell
It's the
Brook,
same
at
shit.
least when he did that
Hey,
shit with
look,
Kell Brook, bro, Kell
hey,
was a
listen.
champion. Kell
Okay,
Brook had
so
beat
listen,
Sean Porter. He had
knockout.
did way more than Conor Ben, bro.
But
He doing this shit
knockout.
with Conor
Listen,
Ben while
knockout.
Conor Ben.
Listen, knockout. Listen, I'm just saying, right? Look at the situation for both of these fighters, right? Chris Eubank, if he fighting who he's supposed to fight at his weight class, more than likely he gonna get his ass whooped. If Conor Ben fight who he's supposed to at his weight class, more than likely he gonna get his ass whooped. So how could I maximize the potential of both of my fighters who are in close in weight and get the most money at home? in front of my people. Have them fight each other. Hell, if one of them lose to the other, neither one of them gonna look bad at their own weight divisions, and no better than they already motherfucking look.
And that's the whole point. That's the whole point, my guy.
Oh, my bad, Rick. Go ahead, do your thing.
That's the whole point, my guy. Look, easy fights get made, bro. I keep trying to tell y'all this shit, right?
Fact.
All these welterweights sitting. Conor Benn can come and make his splash at 147 across the water. He gonna fight. Come on, y'all. Really? The welterweight 147. And you moving up when we got all these prospects and all these soon-to-be champions sitting waiting for a fight. Stanionis, Virgil Ortiz, Boots Ennis, but you gonna go fight a middleweight?
Speedy Rashidi.
Nah, brother. My thing is this: 817.
It's a money.
That's a big fight over there, though. Yeah,
I think what it is this a fight that Eddie Hearn wanted because he knows it's a big, huge money fight in the UK, right? They're gonna pack out probably 80, 90,000 in the UK. It's a money grab, plus it's a win-win situation. If he wins, that's gonna fucking make him look like a monster. If he lose, well, he still got a big bag, and people gonna say, "Hey, well, ain't nobody at 147 beat him. He go right back down to 147 and do." So it's a situation that Eddie Hearn talked him into, where it's like, okay, well, you can't lose either way. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gonna look at you different if you lose to a man that's 2 weight divisions above you.
Here's one shit.
I mean, and Chris Eubank used to fight at 168. So it's a win-win situation. You know?
Okay, so they both.
Here's why it's stupid. Here's why it's stupid. What I was saying, 817. Number one, the shit, I can't compare the shit to Kell Brook because Kell Brook was a champion after how he beat Sean Porter. To just say every welterweight would have whipped Kell Brook ass anyway. Nah, bro. Him and Keith Thurman at that time, that's a 50-50 fight. Like, it was an argument to be made that Kell Brook was the best welterweight in the world at the time that he went up to fight fucking Triple G. Conor Benn is still a prospect. You were still building him up, bro. And you got Virgil Ortiz over there. They got Alexis Rocha that fight on his own. You got all these other fights. David Avanesian. You got all these other fights to continue to let him build his name as a welterweight. You taking a prospect who ain't even proven himself at 147, and you putting him in the ring against somebody that's stronger, bigger, taller, and more athletic than him, bro. Like, that's stupid ass shit.
I don't know about
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with the
bro. He is more athletic. I mean, you can disagree. We'll see on fight night. But to me, he's a bigger, stronger athlete than Chris Eubank.
But he's not more athletic.
When you put him in there, bro. When you put him in there, you could easily make some fights at 147. He the money man over there in the UK. If you want some real wreck, why not fight Virgil? If you want some real wreck, why ain't I never heard this man say David Avanesian name? It's so
David
much other fights at 147, bro. Like, this is a bad move, bro. This ain't no win-win. You go in there against a bigger, stronger dude and get your ass whipped. How's that a win-win? What if you never the same? What if his chin get touched? What if his eye get touched and he never same? Because
that can happen against a 147 pounder.
But at least you would have had him fighting in the right weight class that he been in.
But that could happen at 147. But like I said, it's a win-win situation because he's going to get a big bag. And if he lose, people ain't going to look down on him like, oh, man, you lost. Okay, well, he went up. They going to look at it as he went up. He tried to be great. It didn't work out. Now he go back down to 147.
Only his fanatic fanboys would look at it that way, bro. If you a huge fan,
it ain't for us, y'all. This fight ain't for us.
That's fine, bro.
They don't care.
The ones that
nobody in the States watch that shit.
Man, I'm watching
this for them over there.
Bro,
I can tell you like this.
The people that stay in business, the people that are able to do this shit for a long time, don't do dumbass shit like this with their prospects, bro.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. I can tell you like this,
bro. This a big fight over there, nah.
We know Eddie Hearn is fucking slightly retarded. We know that, right? He did it with motherfucking Brook. Brook got his fucking eye busted up. So if this is what Conor Benn want, who are we to say it's a bad move? If Conor Benn want this fucking fight, I don't care if they beat the sleeves off each other. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna watch this shit because I want to know who's gonna win out of these two motherfuckers.
And really, I don't think Eubank is nowhere near the danger level that Triple G was at the time. Nowhere near.
Nowhere close.
And that's true. That's a damn fact. But Conor Benn ain't nearly as good as Kell Brook was at the time either.
I don't know that.
But listen,
we really don't know how good Conor Benn is. How we gonna say, like, this is the thing, right? This is the thing about Conor Benn. We don't really know how good he is because we can't say, oh man, Conor Benn ain't this and that, because he's running through all the opponents that he put in the ring with, and he looked good against all of them. Although, like I said, they're lower level, C-level fighters, but he's doing what he's supposed to do to them if you were, a top level fighter. So we can't say that he ain't shit and he ain't this because he ain't showed us that. He showed us that he a motherfucking devastating puncher, he explosive, and he's getting better and better every time he get in the ring. So we can't shit on him and say, oh man, he ain't shit and we know he ain't that, because we don't know that. We ain't seen that. You just speculating that he's not this and that. But I think a lot of people look at him not calling out the boots and wanting to fight the Virgil Ortiz and the top guys in his division, and we look at that as, man, this motherfucker must not be. He must not be this and that. But we can't about this because he looked good when he fight.
But just think about this: if he get past Conor Benn, his name gonna be ringing for real.
Right.
And I just said,
and he win that fight, you're gonna have to mention him at 54 too.
If he could fucking beat Conor Benn, I mean, if he could beat Chris Eubank.
I think so.
Hey, question. Swad Jones said, y'all like a fight. What guts does it take to be in a win-win fight?
Big facts, bro.
What guts does it take to be in a win-win fight? So if he lose, just like y'all was just saying, if he lose, everybody gonna be saying, hey, Eubanks was too big for him. If he win, he looked like a monster. So what's the guts in a win-win fight?
Right. And like I was trying to say again before, if you look at the landscape of 147 pounds, right, and you look at what happened with Conor Benn, like the last fight where he worked old dude, beat the shit out of him, right, and he went to kind of calling names, Eddie was pumping his brakes, right, but unfortunately, his talent and his ranking and where he is ain't matched up where his experience and him needing more seasoning, right? So as far as him being at 147, if he does make a fight in there, everybody looking for him to make a fight with motherfuckers who are dangerous for him to fight, and people Eddie ain't confident in him beating. You know what I'm saying? So if he the loss at 147 is more of a major blow to him than losing to Chris Eubanks at this weight. No matter the damage that it does, the damage that it does to the fight or knockout, as far as what they can get out of the product right motherfucking now. Right motherfucking now. Because if he got him fighting at 147, bro, and he lose to a Stanionis or some shit like that, then he don't really maximize the bag. You feel what I'm saying? That American bag and that money there ain't gonna match that UK bag with him fighting somebody like a motherfucking Eubanks. That's why I was saying it's a win-win for both of these motherfuckers, because it's the same for Eubanks. Eubanks ain't gonna make no money coming across here fighting no Charlo or nobody else, and he gonna get his ass whooped, right, at his weight class, right? So why not have him fight Conor Benn? Because you can sell it to Eubanks like this little motherfucker moving up. You know what I'm saying? It should be an easy fight for you. Plus, it's gonna make money over here in the UK. And what is he selling to Conor Benn, bro? Eubanks is done. He's a bigger guy, but you're the better talent. And if you do happen to lose, you're still in the same position you are at 147. You know what I'm saying? Without a scratch. To him, for Eddie, it's a win-win, like bro.
And I want to talk about this fight for a minute, like the logistics of the fight going in, right? I've been watching Chris Eubank. He's very hittable, right? Now Conor Benn is fast. He explosive. If he could catch Eubank, you know what I'm saying? If he could catch Eubank, he could hurt Eubank, because Eubank is very hittable. He tries to fight like Roy Jones now, with his hands all down. He don't have the reflexes that Roy Jones do. Yeah, he is athletic. He's somewhat athletic, but that's against dudes like Liam Smiths and shit, motherfuckers that's slow as hell. I don't think he's gonna be able to get all that shit off against a Chris Eubank that got speed. if Chris Eubank go in there and he not scared and he go in there with a chip on his shoulder and confident, he could hurt motherfucking if Conor Benn go in there and he's not afraid because he's fighting a bigger fighter and he goes in there confident, he could hurt Chris Eubank because Chris Eubank is very hittable and he's not hard to hit. But you know what I'm saying? But you go in there and you taking the chance of getting hit and getting knocked out. So Conor Benn's defense, his defense got to be on point. You know what I'm saying? He got to be on point defensively. And I mean, it could be a winnable fight. I don't know. We just don't know how good Conor Benn is. You know, we haven't seen him on that level yet. But Chris Eubank to me ain't that impressive, especially now that he's trying to fight like Roy Jones.
And all I've been saying, bro, and the only have no head movement to fight with off of the back foot.
That's all good, bro. I hear what y'all saying. The only point I'm making to y'all is I agree, which is why you don't want to find out how good he is by moving his ass up 12 pounds to fight at a catchweight. Don't you think you should find out how good he is at the weight class he at first? If you really move his and it's a good move.
This ain't to find out. This ain't to find out how good he is.
Why do you want to find out how good he is in a situation like this, bro?
This ain't that knockout.
I do want to see him fight for 547 pounders, but you know this is an exciting fight. I ain't crying about the fight. You know,
this ain't that.
And let me tell you, like, man,
it's history behind it. Knockout. It's history.
History.
Pop's fault, right? They had a motherfucking whole ongoing, an ongoing story. They pop. So this is a big ass motherfucking fight. This is
2 times.
And then y'all talking about, oh man, he ain't nothing gonna be impressive. It is. It do take guts because this ain't no motherfucking exhibition. He's still going in there putting his life on the line against the man. So you got to have some type of guts to get in there. They ain't going in there with no motherfucking 16-ounce gloves on playing some celebrity shit. They going in there really trying to motherfucking hurt each other. This is a real fight.
I mean, we get what knockout saying.
How much it mean, but it mean a lot when they can say, I watched their daddies fight, and now I'm taking my kids to see their kids fight. That's
it's a fight. It's a UK thing. It's a UK thing, but knockout. It ain't.
I'm enjoying it. I'm just saying it's stupid on Eddie Hearn's part. It's a
knockout. Listen, he maximizing money. Listen, he maximizing money, and it's not to see how good Conor Benn is. It's not a litmus test for Conor Benn. It's really a money thing because it ain't no better options for them. It ain't no better options for them, really, with the odds being in their favor. And when I say with the odds being in their favor, think, bro, if either one of them loses to each other in the whole scheme of things at their weight classes, it means nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Like it meant something. Like Kell Brook went in there, yeah, he got his face fucked up, and that ended, and that pretty much prematurely ended his career. You're right, knockout. You are taking that motherfucking chance, right? You are taking that chance.
Hold on, 817. That shit didn't end his career. That shit that was a injury. Fighters get injuries, and you know what I'm saying.
Right. Errol Spence ended this shit. God.
We never saw the same Kell Brook that fought against Sean Porter ever again.
Right. We never saw
the same.
Wait a minute.
My girl said he never saw the same either.
That's not true. That fight against Errol Spence was a fucking a war.
We saw that same Kell Brook in the Errol Spence fight.
That was his last stand. There can be an argument to be. There can be an argument to be made that if he had never been knocked out before, he probably would have took that knee and got up. But he took that knee and stayed.
Look at knockout.
First of all, you can't tell me that Kell Brook wasn't a motherfucking monster in that Errol Spence fight. He was the same fighter that he was in the Sean Porter fight.
He got so much respect for the hands he put on Triple G.
He was never.
He put hands on Triple G.
No. Hold on. If I get in the fight, hold on. If I get in the fight and somebody punch me in my motherfucking right eye and split it open, it ain't got nothing to do with my left eye. That shit ain't got nothing to do with my left eye.
He right.
If I get another fight 10 months, 11 months down the line, that shit don't have nothing to do with what happened with my right eye and my left eye. He was the same fighter. If he went in there,
he was mentally the same.
Now I would have told you that he wasn't the same fighter if I had seen him go in there through 6, 7, 8 rounds, and I'm like, oh yeah, Kell Brook don't look the same. Nobody said that shit. When we were watching that motherfucker fight, didn't nobody say, man, Kell Brook, he looked washed up. He don't look the same. Miss me with that shit. He was the same fight.
Right. So after he fought Triple G, what his wins look like? Who he beat? Amir Khan?
What are you talking about?
After he fought Triple
after
G.
He fought Errol Spence,
what top fighters did he beat?
After he fought Errol Spence, he took off a long time. Then he came back to 155.
So what eye did Triple G break? What eye did Triple G break?
Triple G broke his right eye.
Oh man, it was because Triple G was never the same. He was the same.
Triple G broke his right eye. Errol Spence broke his left eye
and ribs.
And that was a fucking.
I can't say I agree with that though.
And that was a fucking hell of a fucking fight, man.
Kell Brook wasn't no less of a fighter. He wasn't no less of a fighter. He fought just as hard. He fought just as hard. Look, he fought just as hard when he fought Triple G as he fought when he fought
just because you fought just as hard don't mean you the same fighter. Like who's to say that Triple G shit didn't put quit in him?
Well, hold on, knockout.
Who's to say that shit didn't put quit in him?
And y'all don't think that had him?
No, hold on. Let me and knockout do this. Let me in the cause I want all the smoke. What did you see in that fight from Triple G? Right when they're going on after 6 rounds, what did you see to tell you, oh man, he ain't the same fighter? I want to know what you saw that let you say, nah, he ain't the same fighter no more.
He quit.
Different.
He quit against Earl. He quit against Earl.
What did you see in that fight?
How y'all know he wouldn't have quit against? How y'all know he would have quit against Earl if his other eye never got broke?
Because you know the outcome of a fight. I want you to tell me, since you like to break down fights and do numbers and all that shit, what did you see in that fight that told you, yeah, Kell Brook ain't the same fighter? I didn't watch 7, 8 rounds, and he don't look like the same fighter because he's doing this different. What did you see?
They start both for the same shit.
What did
Bro, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when you look at all the data, you can see that something happened to him, bro. After they moved up and did that stupid ass shit with Triple G.
Goddamn about the data. I want to know what you saw in that fight while you was watching that fight to tell you, oh yeah, he washed up. He ain't the same fighter.
He looked good. He looked good until he didn't. Until he quit.
His corner threw in the towel on both fights.
You know that he quit, so you're using that as an argument. Hold on. Well, he quit in the 11th round. I want to know.
Bro, if he had never had his eye broken before with his corner throw in the towel, y'all don't know this shit, bro.
Thank you.
His corner was never the same, bro.
Because I done made this point before.
OTB, you can't help Bud no kind of way, bro. Don't try.
I made this point before.
I know you
gonna try to tie it in for your boy.
Now we acting like age. Hold on, bro. Like this is just normal basic common goddamn sense, bro. We acting like age and injuries don't matter. Age and injuries don't matter anymore.
Hold on, since you can't tell me what you saw, I'm gonna tell you what I saw. I saw the same Kell Brook that was strong as a motherfucker, right? That was pushing forward in the fight, using his jab. I saw the same man that had the same strength that he had in the Sean Porter fight. When he would wrap Errol Spence up, he had the same strength, he had the same power, he had the same speed, all that shit behind his punches, right? So we didn't see a different Kell Brook. Now, if he had came in the fight, and we can see, we've been watching boxing long enough to know when somebody ain't the same. Off rip. You don't gotta watch no fucking 11 rounds to tell me that man wasn't the same.
Mo Hooker wasn't the same.
You saw the outcome, but who caused the outcome? He quit. He quit because Errol Spence broke his other eye socket. Like I said, if I get cut in my right eye, that shit don't have nothing to do with my left. If I take a fight 10, 11 months down the line,
while it's healing,
you can't take the punishment. You can't take the punishment from Triple G and then try to argue that man was the same mentally. He looked good physically, but obviously mentally something was missing, bro. Something was missing.
He did not
knockout
from him and his corner, bro.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. Let me say this.
Let me say something.
Let me say this. Hold on. I'm gonna give you a perfect
crazy,
example.
bro. Like age matters, bro. Injuries matter.
Hold on. Since you brought that point up, knockout, let me say this, right? I've seen fighters where you can say, okay, yeah, they mentally fucked up in the head. I lied. Roy Jones Jr. when Roy Jones, when he went and fought Glenn Johnson after being knocked out by Antonio Tarver, you could tell that he was a different fighter mentally in the head because he came in that fight and he was motherfucking scared to throw his hands. He tried to fight defensively, and that wasn't him. He was mentally fucked up.
Adrian Broner, anybody?
He still had the same reflexes and all that, but he didn't have the mental. We didn't see that from Kell Brook. Kell Brook came right out the gate. Don't tell me that man wasn't mentally the same fighter.
Jaw broke.
Not only that,
if he was mentally the same fighter, why didn't he try to campaign at 154 and become champion? Why did he just become an opponent?
Afterwards.
I'm gonna
He
tell
didn't
you
do
why.
shit.
Errol Spence
I'll
beat
tell
the
you
fuck
why.
out of him. Your argument is weak.
Triple
right
G
now.
beat the hell out of him too, just as bad.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't knock out. No, he didn't knock out. No, he did knock out. We can go back and watch it. Knock out. We can go back and watch that fight on this motherfucker. Triple G just didn't beat the shit out of Kell Brook. Matter of fact, Kell was putting the hands on Triple G. That was the first time. Hold on, knockout. That was the first time that anybody seen Triple G had cracks in the armor.
He broke his eye in half the time, bro.
Listen to what I'm saying.
He broke his eye in the round. He hit him with some shit in the round, but he was not dominating him that entire fight. Stop that shit, knockout. Lie and tell me Triple G was dominating Kell Brook from the opening bell. Lie and tell me that shit.
817. Let me say this. Let me say something,
like, bro, when a nigga get injured in something, they don't be the same.
Knock out. I gotta ask a question. I just want to ask knockout. I want to ask knockout a question.
What's the question, bro? What's the question?
The question is this: is it worse to get fucking cracked with one punch and you gotta stop because of an injury, or you get beat on for a long fucking time and then you sustain that same injury? Which one is worse?
I never said that Triple G beat him worse than Earl did, bro. What Earl did to him is worse, bro.
Exactly.
What Earl did to him is worse. But I didn't. That's not what I said, bro. I never said that. Y'all putting words in my mouth and shit, bro. I didn't say that Triple G beat Kell Brook worse than Earl. I just said Kell Brook was never the same after Triple G. That's all I said, bro.
This is what I'm gonna say.
He was undefeated before he
fought Triple G. Nothing that you saw that was different.
Y'all act like a motherfucker losing his undefeated record, getting his shit broke for the first time, like that don't affect the nigga.
I don't
like,
give a fuck. You think in your head what we saw. When we watched the fight, you didn't see nothing different from Kell Brook.
I saw a man that had never quit before, quit the very next fight after he got his eye broke by Triple G.
He quit when he got his goddamn eye broke. Stop.
You ever sitting there and had your eye socket broke? Have you ever had your eye socket broke
at one time?
Regardless, it was a
10
repeat
people at one fucking time. Because
OTP, shut that shit up. Because if that's the case, then the motherfucker that you fought had his eye broke twice and was damn sure washed out the layoff. So shut the fuck up. Don't even try to tell Tyrone Davis to nobody. Don't nobody know that nigga is two neighboring states. Fuck Tyrone Davis, nigga. Fuck him in Ohio, nigga.
Same version of Kell Brook. Hold on, bro. To say that Earl beat the same version of Kell Brook that Triple G did, it's just like saying motherfucking Terence Crawford beat the same version of Sean Porter that Earl did, nigga. He didn't. Earl fought a better Sean Porter, bro.
We talking about 10
hell y'all talking about, bro. And Sean Porter wasn't even injured when he fought motherfucking Terence Crawford, bro.
Stop
that shit, bro. Y'all bullshit, dog.
So y'all can get it, breaking his fucking eye didn't have no effect
your
on it.
argument is weak because you couldn't
argument ain't weak. It's the same goddamn thing, bro.
Knockout, you lost this one, knockout.
Terence Crawford fought the same version of Sean Porter that Earl Spence fought. How about that? How about
no,
that?
he didn't.
How about that? Oh, he didn't? He didn't?
No, he didn't. He didn't fight. He went in the same goddamn shape and didn't fight the same. Stop lying, knockout. You know what your goddamn eyes seen. Did your eyes see the same Sean Porter that fought Errol Spence that fought goddamn Terence Crawford? You gonna sit there and lie and say that shit?
Sean Porter had before he fought Terence Crawford.
I'm gonna tell you this. We saw Sean Porter.
No, I answered your question. Somebody answered mine. Nope, I answered your question. Somebody answered mine. What injury did Sean Porter have when he fought Terence Crawford?
I'm gonna answer it. out of Sean Porter's own mouth and out of his father's mouth, he did not train the way he trained for
that.
Errol
Ain't no
Spence.
injury. That ain't no injury. That ain't no injury. That ain't the same thing as having a broken eye.
But this was the question. This was the question that not knockout asked me.
Y'all cutting
He
up.
said so. It was the same guy. Well, it was out of their own mouths that they said.
So one fighter can get older. One fighter can get older, not be injured, but Terence Crawford didn't fight the same version of him. Another fighter can be injured, get older, but he fought the same version.
Let me say this.
I love Earl too, but come on, dog.
Hold on. Let me say this.
Did Terence Crawford fight Sean Porter 10 months?
Let me say this real quick.
After
let me make this point.
He fought Errol Spence, yes or no?
Coach, let me make this point real quick. Okay, let me say this. Well, did Errol Spence, he suffered a motherfucking car wreck and an eye injury. In what fight did he look better in? The Danny Garcia or the Ugas fight?
He looked better in the Ugas fight to me.
Okay then, nigga. Well, stop
what that mean?
Bullshit you talking about.
What that mean? He didn't look better. What that mean? He didn't look better. He didn't look better against Ugas. He didn't look better in the Ugas fight than he looked in the Algieri fight.
Get that bullshit out.
He didn't look better in the what out? He didn't look better. He didn't look better. No, sir. No, sir. Not me.
Once they suffer an injury, man, that's not me. Bullshit. You can't
not
speak
me.
for all
not
fighters.
me. All right, cool. So the Earl look better in the Ugas. The Earl look better in the Ugas fight or the Chris Algieri fight?
The Ugas fight.
I got my ear to the mic too while I'm listening. Which fight he looks better in?
The Ugas fight.
Why are what you talking about?
I'm gonna tell you why.
That don't even
he walked through Chris Algieri. I love Earl, bro. I love Earl, but come on, dog.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because Chris Algieri, first of all, gave no resistance at all in that motherfucking fight. That's why. And all day, even at that fucking time, Ugas would have beat the fuck out of Chris Algieri. That's number two. A better fighter he fought against fucking Ugas and broke his motherfucking eye and his ribs and his nose. Yeah. He didn't break Chris Algieri eyes and ears and motherfucking nose.
How many times he put him down, coach? Who he beat up worse, coach? How many times he put him down? He was stronger. He was way stronger. He was way stronger against Chris Algieri than he was against Ugas, bro.
Bullshit.
Way better. That was key shit. That nigga with the shag. That nigga with the shag was better than the that showed up against Ugas, bro. Come on, dog.
You better than that, dog. You gonna put fucking
I'm better than what, bro?
Goddamn motherfucking Chris Algieri.
So y'all saying that Errol Spence was the best that he ever looked against Dennis Ugas.
You can't even compare the two.
Stupid. Oh my God.
Chris Algieri on the same level as you, Dennis.
Better than that knockout.
Come on,
who putting him on the same level? I said, who did Earl look better against, bro? I'm talking about his strength. Nah, bro, I'm talking about his strength. I'm talking about how he looked athletically.
So if I go,
he looked better when he was younger.
I'm gonna give you an example.
At the end of the day, you still ain't told me nothing you saw different in Kell Brook.
Right now, if I go,
he still ain't told.
All right, that's cool. And you can't tell me shit you saw different than Sean Porter. So don't say that Errol Spence fought a better Sean Porter.
Okay, knockout. I'm gonna give you.
I don't want to hear that shit no more.
Hold on, knockout. I'm gonna give you a
say that it ain't having an effect on them
you
waving that white
was a basketball player in college, right? You was a basketball player in college.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now you got HBCUs. Hold on. You got HBCUs like Jackson State and all of these motherfuckers, right? They play
Coach,
against.
I already know where you're going, bro. You guys think they better fighter than Chris Algieri. That's not the point I was making, bro.
Let me finish.
Y'all keep trying to take my shit.
You beating around the bush, and I'm trying to give you.
I ain't beating around shit, bro. Earl was stronger when he was younger and he had the shag. He looked better in his fights when he was younger before he started getting on that bullshit. That's a fact, bro.
Yes,
he looked way better. Even though he got back on his shit against Ugas, and he turned back to man down against Ugas, he still looked better and he was stronger and he was a more vibrant fighter when he was younger. Before he started drinking and partying and shit. When that nigga had the shag, he was way better than what we saw against Ugas. Now, he was still strong against Ugas. He looked better against Ugas than he did against Danny Garcia and Sean Porter, but that's because he was on that bullshit. But the Earl that was working with Blu-ray Fitness looked way better than the Earl that fought Ugas. Miss me with the bullshit, bro.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
I'm not going to miss you because, first of all,
way better. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He was fighting.
He didn't have the weight
started
drain.
Fighting top level competition.
Exactly. There you go. The competition get better. If the Errol Spence that fought Ugas would have did the same shit that happened to Chris Algieri Vita.
Now he did look better than the Errol Spence that fought Sean Porter.
Same
hey, bro, look,
better than the Errol Spence that
I am cool.
Sean Porter.
I am 100% cool. I rest my case, bro. I ain't even gonna argue with y'all no more. We just all need to agree then, since Errol Spence fought the same version of Kell Brook that Triple G fought, what we all need to agree then is that Terence Crawford fought the same version of Sean Porter that Errol Spence fought. Since that's what we do.
I don't have a problem with it. That's what you want to do.
I agree.
You still haven't
Triple G was 11 months older. What are you talking about? Triple G was 11 months older. Sean Porter had fought, took a motherfucking layoff, fought a goddamn nobody, and said
Sebastian Formella and looked like trash.
Errol Spence fight. Sean Porter said he wanted to retire after the Errol Spence fight. Took a long ass layoff and fought one Rudy Poot and didn't fight nobody else. What are you talking about?
And went 12 with that motherfucker.
Just in case.
I timed out that Donna for saying some dumb ass shit.
Just in case anybody care about the facts out there. Just in case anybody care about the facts, the time between the Errol Spence and Triple G fight for Kell Brook, it was 10 months. The time between Sean Porter and Terence Crawford was like 14, 15 months. So I know they want y'all to be. Oh, and Sean Porter didn't have no injuries either. Sean Porter didn't have a fucking eyeball. He didn't have no injuries.
Sean Porter went 12 rounds with knockout. Sebastian Formella.
They all fought the same version. I'm cool with that. If that's what we rocking with, I'm cool with it. Age, injuries, none of that shit matter, bro. They all said
bullshit knockout.
You still couldn't tell me what you if I say a man is washed up, I'm gonna be able to tell you what I saw different in that man.
Cool, and you can't tell me how Sean Porter looked different because he was winning the goddamn fight to Terence Crawford on corner.
Even though he was winning, he still didn't look like the Sean Porter that fought Errol Spence. He still wasn't the same fighter knockout, and you know that. Stop the bullshit. I know you're trying to prove your point about kind of being, bro. I feel you. Listen, we're not saying that it's not dangerous for Conor being knockout. We're not saying that it's not dangerous for him to go up there, bro. We're not saying that it's not dangerous, bro.
I believe that injuries matter and shit. Then I'm on bullshit.
Knockout. I'm not saying that knockout. I'm not saying that injuries don't matter. Knockout. I'm not saying that,
exactly
right?
What you're saying,
listen, knockout. This is what I'm saying to you. This is all that I'm saying to you, right? The Kell Brook that we seen get in the ring and fought Triple G, right? If I just take his performance as a fighter alone, right, and stand it alone with the performances when he fought Errol Spence, compared to when he fought Terence Crawford and compared to where he fought Amir Khan last, right? If I'm just looking at the fighter alone, right? In those 4 fights, I can see a difference in Kell Brook alone in his fight with Amir Khan from Triple G and Earl. I can see a clear difference in the Kell Brook that fought Terence Crawford from Triple G and Errol Spence. What I'm saying to you is when I look at the Kell Brook that fought Triple G and when I look at the Kell Brook that fought Errol Spence, I don't see a drop off. I don't see a change. I don't.
The outcome was the same. The outcome was the
same. I'm not talking about the outcome. Let's knock out again. Focus on what I'm saying. I'm not talking about the outcome. I'm not talking about the outcome. I'm not talking about his opponent. I'm not talking about no damage he took. I'm not talking about nothing else. Purely Kell Brook. Looking at him solely, the fighter. That fighter that fought Triple G and Errol Spence, I don't see a difference in that fighter physically, right? With my eyes, all that I can go off of is I can't go in that man's head, right? But I'm talking about the fighter that I seen. I see a difference in the fighter that fought Terence Crawford and Amir Khan. That's all I'm saying.
And what I'm saying is this, bro. I've been watching boxing long enough to know that people mentally, bro, they don't usually be the same when they get their ass beat or they get hurt or something like that. And so To me, you can't say that he's the same fighter until he proved to you and show you that he's the same fighter. Getting your other eye broke and not having the confidence to continue, or whatever the case may be, your corner throwing in the towel, whatever it is. What I'm saying to you is something happened in that Triple G fight to where Errol Spence backdoored him, beat that ass. He moved up to 154. He didn't really want no real smoke at 154. He was just too lazy to make 147. When he came back down to 147, his ass just turned into an opponent for motherfuckers.
Knockout. You speculating on some shit. I can talk about what I know and what I've seen, but you talking about what you think. Knockout.
Why y'all niggas like to do this to me when y'all disagree with me, bro? Let me finish what I'm saying, bro. Then I'm gonna shut up.
Let me say what I'm. You gotta listen to what I'm saying. Knockout.
Go ahead,
Stop
bro.
skipping past the Errol Spence fight. Let's stick to what he looked like after the Triple G fight in his very next fight. Because you can't skip to 154, because after the Errol Spence fight, after Errol Spence, right, he got his other eye socket broke, he got his ribs broke, and he got beat down for 11 rounds, right? Let's not skip past that fight. Let's stick to right there. What did you see different? You can't say, oh,
I already answered your question,
in the
bro.
Errol Spence fight.
You stopped me in the middle of my statement, and I already answered that question for you, Pete.
I'm asking you.
I answered it already, bro.
Who have you seen get their eye socket broke and not quit? We saw Daniel Dubois. He got his shit broke and he quit. So when these motherfuckers getting their eye socket broke, they tapping out. So we're not going to just put that on Kell Brooks. Oh, man, he quit. No, he got his eye socket and his ribs broke and he tapped out.
So
bro, I already answered your question. I already answered your question. I'll answer it again. I told you, and I told everybody up here, physically, he looked the same, but something had to be off mentally because he didn't fight when the rubber met the road and Spence started putting it on his ass at the back half of the fight. He didn't do what he did against Sean Porter. He didn't do what he did. He didn't bite down and do that shit. Earl started walking through his ass. So to me, in my opinion, again, bro,
what you mean? He was never in that type of trouble against Sean Porter.
Are you gonna let me tell you what I mean, or you gonna cut me off again? Are you gonna let me tell you what I mean? And you gonna cut me off against
Sean Porter? He was never in that type of situation with Sean Porter that he was against Errol Spence.
Okay.
And I saw him fighting all the way until he tapped out. I mean, we can watch the fight over live, you know what I'm saying, one day if you want to. We did it before.
No, I would just like to be able to talk.
Go ahead.
Yeah, stupid.
So, like I was trying to say, bro, just like he was the same fighter physically, you can't prove that he wasn't the same fighter mentally. I can't prove it. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. And if you look at what happened with Earl and you look at everything that happened in his career after that, he has not been the same mentally. Now, y'all want to credit Earl. I don't give a damn. I rock with Earl. I'm just saying Triple G was the first one to really put damage on him like that. That's all I'm saying. Now, if we're going to make the argument that he was the same fighter when he fought Earl, cool. I don't believe that because I'm consistent all the way around. I believe no matter who you are, age, taking an ass whooping, fights, every time you get in the ring, you leave that bitch, somebody done took something from you. And I believe Triple G took something from him. But if we going to say that he didn't, if we going to say that he was the same fighter that fought Earl, all right, cool. So if a fighter that got his shit broke and got stopped can go be the same fighter the next fight, then I don't want to hear shit about Sean Porter or any other fighter that didn't get stopped, that didn't get injured, who's motherfucking the other trainer was telling the fighter he's fucking winning. I don't want to hear shit about, oh man, Errol Spence fought a better version of Sean Porter than Terence Crawford. I don't want to hear it.
Just because he ain't stopping. Only fan base make excuses for make fighters don't stop somebody.
I will be able to agree with you somewhat, Knockout, if Kell Brook had a fought Keith Thurman or somebody at 147 pounds in his own weight division, got his ass beat, and then the next fight, you know what I'm saying, got stopped again. But and I would have said, okay, well, maybe it fucked with his mental. That shit didn't fuck with his mental because he's like, okay, I went up 2 weight divisions, tried to be great. It didn't work out. I'm going to go back down to 147 where I know can't nobody whoop me.
And
can't nobody whoop me in my division.
He took the Triple G fight because he was ducking Earl from the beginning, bro.
Hold on. True. Still from New Orleans, he made a great point. and this is all I'm saying. He says accidental time span are not the deciding factor. It's many opponents. He says style matchups, elite level, etc. He says Kell Brook was in the fight as if he never took a loss to Triple G. GGG loss had no bearings. That's all I'm saying. He was in the fight. We could, if you had seen that fight without knowing anything that happened to you wouldn't have never said, "Oh man, he looked different."
But you know what?
Like he had got
cool. Sean Porter was in the Terence Crawford fight
when they was
cool.
Sean Porter didn't look the same in the
Sean Porter was in the Terence Crawford fight. Sean Porter, he didn't have the same energy that he do in all. He looked better. He was taking way less punishment.
Sean Porter is usually on go. He on your ass like go. He wasn't doing that.
He fought smart because Terence Crawford is a damn.
He wasn't fighting as good a competition either, fool.
Terence Crawford, he said it out of his own mouth.
Okay.
He said
his own goddamn trainer said he was cutting corners. God damn, you know that wasn't the same time.
Hey, quit using that, because if you leave a fish, if you leave a damn fork in the sink, your mama gonna say you ain't washed the dish.
If you really feel like
that, shut up, bro. You capping for a nigga who already told everybody that motherfuckers took pictures with him and don't even know him. He claimed niggas called him a 12-0 Tyrone Davis, bro. Quit trying to save that whole ass nigga, bro. Just say you going for him in the fight, but you can't make no shit stand for that nigga. This nigga begged for 50-50, but he's told everybody, motherfucker called him Tyrone Davis. OTB, shut that shit up, bro. You ain't got shit to stand on when it comes to him. Quit trying to tie shit to that nigga, bro. God damn. God damn, quit trying to save that whole ass nigga. Bro, why niggas in the Midwest feel like they obligated to that nigigga, bro?
Hey, 817, Boxing Logics United. He don't know what the fuck he talking about. I don't know what he talking about. Talking about knockout got y'all backpedaling now. But thank you for the super chat, though. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate the money. Knockout loud, goddamn.
All facts, Boxing Logic United. Nah. We just having a conversation, bro. It's just
and then he come back. Appreciate the super chat. He says Kell Brook wasn't ducking Errol. GGG
man, he was ducking the shit out of
That nigga sound like Eddie Hearn. That's Eddie Hearn, nigga.
Yeah, Kell
Brook. That's like Eddie Hearn telling Connor be in now. Get out of here, fool.
My point.
Errol, he tried to get around that.
My point is, how many years after Spence? How many years after Spence? Or how long after Spence fought Porter did Bud fight him? Fight Porter. How long was it?
It was, you might as well say 2 years.
Almost 4 years.
So
no, 2 years.
It was almost 4 years.
So, it was 2 years, bro.
No, it wasn't, bro. He fought him in 20. He fought Kell Brook.
He said Spence. He said Spence and Porter. He said Spence and Porter, bro.
Huh?
So it was 2 years.
Oh, I thought he said Brook. My bad.
All right.
He said Spence, bro.
Now, this is the thing that gave Kell Brook confidence. Knockout. I'm gonna tell you what gave Kell Brook confidence. First of all, I'm sure he said to himself, "Man, I was whooping this motherfucker ass, and I took that fucking one shot." And my
hey, coach, I don't want to cut you off, but I gotta run. The wife need me, but you can call my phone. I promise I ain't ducking no smoke. But I want to. We can continue the conversation.
That ain't a problem. Yeah. You gonna
do light skin nigga running. Light skin nigga running, man. Come on, Key, man. Stand up for the D,
bro. I ain't no smoke, man. Y'all crazy.
Stand up for the D, bro. Don't let this nigga do.
Hey, real. Shout out to my brothers, bro. Coach 817 OTB, everything boxing, man. It was fun. Everybody up on the panel, man. Salute to y'all. Keep grinding, keep pushing. Y'all subscribe to this man channel. Best afternoon show going, man. Subscribe to his channel, hit his like button, all that shit. And if y'all want to come check me out, y'all know where I'm at. But Key, I appreciate you letting me up as always, bro.
He gonna make a video on this one, Key. Watch.
Nah, I ain't gonna make no. Why would, bro? I'll call Key on his phone and we'll set it up. I ain't gonna make no video.
I already know. He still gonna get his shit out though.
I'll call Key on his phone and we'll set up. We ain't ducking no smoke, bro. And sometimes we just passionate about the sport, but that's my brother, dog. It is what it is. All y'all my brother.
We do.
You know I gotta fuck with you, bro.
Yeah, I know you are, bro. Y'all boy be easy, man. Everybody have a good evening. I'll catch y'all next time, dog.
Yes, sir.
Tell Miss Knockout we love her, bro.
My boxing logics, he back in the super chat. He says GGG was pound for pound top 3. Spence wasn't even ranked yet.
True.
I mean, so my thing is right.
How was he not ranked yet? And he was the number 1 contender for Kell Brook.
Yeah, he was the IBF number 1 contender.
He talking about on the pound for pound.
He talking
about man, fuck the pound for pound list. That's some mythical
everybody
shit.
Got a pound for pound.
Everybody
list.
pound
on
for
what pound for pound list was you quoting that
on his shit.
So my whole argument, right, with what I was making is that when you see a fighter, when they come back, and you're gonna know if they not the same fighter right off the rip. You know what I'm saying? After they go about 3-4 rounds, you're gonna say, okay, yeah, this fighter, he ain't the same. He fighting different. He timid. He not, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be able to tell. Kell Brook wasn't that. You could never tell that Kell Brook had lost the fight when he came back. He was cool. And like in like 817 was saying, it's not like that he went, he had a war with Triple G. You know what I'm saying? That fight only went 5 rounds and he wasn't getting beat the fuck up. He got hit in the eye. You know what I'm saying? His shit got broke and they stopped the fight. He ain't really even take no punishment like that in that fight. He did not. I ain't going to say really.
Hold on,
he
man.
Didn't take no punishment in that fight.
You can't say his eye got broke, but he ain't take no punishment.
I'm
talking
saying,
about getting beat
besides
on.
That
is what all he's saying.
That he suffered in that fight. He did not.
He was
take
putting
no
hands on fucking. He was putting
think about how long.
Yeah, but
Keon making a point.
That's what point not making. Is that
OTB.
You can't say that it didn't affect the outcome of the fight.
OTB.
When
OTB.
one fight
what fight did it affect the outcome of?
You can't say
how long
that
did
the
he take
Triple G,
off
him
too,
getting
OTB?
his eye broke in that fight didn't affect that, because it ain't like Kell wasn't landing his shots when the White Town came up in the Errol Spence fight.
OTB, how long did he take off, OTB? How long did he take off between that fight?
The nigga took a fucking knee and said he ain't want to fight no more. Stop talking. You don't even know what the fuck you talking about, OTB.
Man,
and Keon,
you can't say he wasn't giving shots when the White Towel came in. What shots were he giving on this goddamn knee?
So you gonna tell me if you pull the fight up right now, his corner ain't waving the White Towel? He don't get up like he didn't want the fight to get stopped.
Listen, OTB, how long did Kell Brook take off after that fight to fight Errol Spence? He took off what, less than a year? Less than a year. So how long does a normal training camp take for a championship fight? 2 to 3 months, right? And then you got to think, how long did it take for your orbital bone to heal?
Go ahead and make my point.
So what I'm saying to you is this, here's the point that I'm making. Shut up, OTB. Here's the point that I'm making.
The point is, he took the Errol Spence fight in 10 months.
Motherfucker, he took the fight. If he had took so much punishment from Triple G, bro, you can't hear if you talking. Bro, if he took so much punishment from Triple G in them 5 fucking rounds, and he got his motherfucking eye broke too, he don't come back in 10 months, fool, with it taking at least 2 to 3 months for a training camp. Then you got to think at least 6 fucking months for your face to heal. You not making sense. If he took a lot of damage, fool, it'll take a longer time before he went back and fought Earl.
Was the result not the same?
817. I'm gonna crush this shit right now. Daniel Dubois had the same exact injury that Kell Brook suffered, and he came back in 5 months and was already fighting.
Thank you.
Came back in 5 months and was already fighting.
Was the result the same?
And got a knockout.
Was the result the same?
And got a knockout win.
So obviously the result was different. So obviously you gotta say
he came back earlier, fool. He came back earlier from it and got a knockout, fool. He came back. Dubois came back earlier and got a knockout. You not making sense, fool.
You not making no sense. He came back earlier and he got a knockout victory.
So obviously it didn't have the same effect that Triple G had on Kell Brook.
Bro, you saw the fight.
Get the fuck out of here.
But the fight got stopped the same way.
OTB.
You're telling me that 2 fights got stopped the same way.
You're not even making no sense because you're trying to say that you know for a fact. Basically, what you're trying to say by what you're saying that, you know for a fact that Errol Spence wouldn't have beat Kell Brook if his eye hadn't got fucked up with Triple G. That's what you're saying.
Yes, when you stop him in the 11th
How the
round.
fuck you know that?
It's the 11th round.
How do you know
A
that?
broke eye in the fight before ain't going.
How did you see you
got
you
stopped
saying
a round
shit that
before
makes
it
no
would have went
sense.
12 rounds.
I got a question. I got a
He
question.
trying to save Tyrone Davis. He
Hold on,
he came to pick
hold
up
on.
Tyrone.
Let me say something.
Tyrone called
the ninth. He
Let
stopped him in the
OTB.
11th
Hey,
round.
go on and pick Tyrone up, my nigga.
OTB, I got a question for you. First of all, he didn't get hit, and his eye didn't get broke the same eye. It was a different eye. Now, if he had broke the same eye, hold on. If he had broke the same eye,
face.
Hold on. If he had broke the same eye, we could have said that. Now, in sparring, he wasn't having no problems in sparring. If it was such a psychological difference, you got to go through 10 weeks of training, right? You getting hit in your fucking eye just like Errol Spence. He had a detached retina, right? Came back, got in there with Ugas and fucking tore his ass up. So the things that's getting me is with this whole conversation is that we didn't see a difference. All we saw was that Errol was a better fighter that night that he
You didn't
fought,
see a difference in the performance. Did you see
What
a difference in the outcome? Was the outcome the same?
But the fact is this: he didn't start.
Hold
on, listen, OTB. He didn't start the fight with a fucking broken eye socket against Errol Spence. He started with both eye sockets healed up, and he fought his ass off in that fight. Kell Brook fought his ass off. He didn't go in there with a broken eye socket on the other side, on his left side, right? He went in there with both eye sockets working.
So you telling me that you have two different sides of your face?
Okay,
Your
well,
skull ain't all connected.
what happened to Ugas' eye socket?
It's the same damn face.
OTB,
it doesn't matter
so motherfucking much.
What
happened to Ugas' eye socket?
Hold on. Did he start the fight with two motherfucking?
I want to know what happened to Ugas' eye socket.
We know the same thing happened.
So they got
stopped. We know that the same thing happened.
From who?
From the same person.
Okay then, nigga.
What's the point?
My point is this.
You acting like, the only reason he broke his eye socket is because Kell Brook did it.
No, I'm saying that you can't say that it didn't have an effect on him.
My point is,
it didn't have an effect on him.
Errol Spence break your motherfucking eye socket when he get in your shit.
Was that
How can you say that it don't have an effect on it?
How did it have an effect?
Okay.
When they both hold on.
Kell Brook must have got in motherfucking Ugas' body that night.
On Monday, and then it happened on Tuesday.
Well, did Kell Brook get in Ugas' body that night?
My whole
I'm asking you a question. Did Kell Brook get inside of Ugas' body that night? Because he broke Ugas' eye socket too.
And he had to stop.
Why ain't you asking if Triple G got in Errol Spence?
You're talking about, man.
The whole
Ask
point
that
is
question,
this, bro.
Shit.
We didn't see any effects of Kell Brook fighting hard in that fight. Errol beat him to where he broke that other eye socket and he couldn't continue. That's all a part of boxing. He didn't look
so
any
you telling
different.
me that
he didn't look any
but
different.
We know that. Hold on,
in his
I get
performance.
that. But you can't tell me that. Goddamn it! If I tear ACL today on my left side and then I come back next year and tear my right ACL, that they not connected. No, come on, y'all. We smarter than that. Now
what
we
does
don't
it have
make
to
no
do with his performance? He went in there and was the same.
The outcome has to do with the performance. When both fights get stopped for the same damn reason.
Say, bro,
let me answer this question.
He got his fucking eye socket broke on the other side.
The outcome was the same as it was when Triple G fought him.
He couldn't continue because
so
his
you can't
fucking
say he
eye
wasn't
got
no
broken
different
in the
after
fight,
EJ fought
which
him.
was a good
If anything,
fight.
he wasn't no different after Triple G fought him.
OTB, did you see a difference in Kell Brook's the way he fought the fight against Errol Spence? Did you see a difference in him? Did you see besides the getting his eye
performance
broken,
was the same.
Answer the fucking question.
I just said the performance was the same, nigga.
Exactly.
Okay.
But knockout biggest thing was the only difference
but the outcome was too. What the fuck y'all mean?
That's all we need to know.
Make it make sense. The outcome
was because he got his eye broken. They had to stop.
Come on, man. You can't say it meant something when he did it, but it ain't mean shit when he did it.
Bro,
that was why the outcome. We're not talking about, oh, well, the outcome was the same. Yeah,
so it ain't mean
Errol
shit when
Spence
Triple
broke
G
his eye
did it, but
socket,
when EJ,
just like he broke Ugas's eye socket.
And they had to stop the fight, bro. He
wore
him down. He wore him down like he do everybody else, and he stopped them.
That's
the
it.
outcome is the same.
It ain't had
You
nothing
can't
to do
discredit
with
one
none of that,
person.
bro.
Hey, y'all, let me answer this question
bro.
for Nunu real quick, because he want me to answer this question. He says, so why was he so washed up against Bud? Because he came out jabbing Bud and Till. Well, I'm going to tell you, right? First, for one, Kell Brook didn't have no trainer for Bud Crawford. His trainer said that he wasn't going to train him for that fight because he didn't have enough time to train him on that short notice, and he wasn't going to do it knowing that he had no chance of beating Bud Crawford without a full training camp, right? That's one. For two, when he got in the ring, how we know he wasn't the same is because we seen Kell Brook get hit with a motherfucking jab and damn near fly through the ropes. When we had seen Kell Brook get hit with big shots, right? He got hit with big shots all throughout that fight with Errol Spence and was still coming forward. The Kell Brook that we know would have not flown through no fucking ropes off a goddamn half jab, half hook from, shit. They would no more than 2 inches away from each other when he got caught with that shit. And so, yeah, we could see that he wasn't the same.
And it was years later.
And also, he hadn't fought at that weight in almost 4 years. And me personally, I seen him walking around in the MGM weighing probably 205 pounds. Me personally, I seen Kell Brook walking around weighing like 205. So that man had to cut a whole lot of fucking weight to get down to 140 pounds. Now, I'm not saying that he didn't do it over time. Yeah, he did it over some time, but that says a lot.
Hey, I'm about to get out of here, brothers. I appreciate it.
I gotta say that.
Y'all
I saw him in February of 2020.
I'm about to get out of here.
February 2020, and he was weighing like 205 pounds. I got proof, right? I saw him in February of 2020. He fought Bud in November. Didn't they fight in like November of 2020? Somewhere around there?
Yeah.
So you do the math.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all, bro. I appreciate you having me on, Key, as always. I've been trying to run video, going live every day at like 1:30. Y'all sub to Glover Boxing and more, and on Fridays 8:00, coaching the Queen. Y'all know what it is. Y'all come through, man, and participate. That's what I need. I need participation. I appreciate you, my brother, as always, and I'm out of here, bro.
Yes, sir, man.
Right,
appreciate it. And y'all make sure that y'all go sub to Glove Up Boxing and Mo. He's going on at 1 p.m. Central Time.
1:30 Central.
1:30 Central every day. Make sure that y'all go sub to his channel and go join the live streams. That shit was, you know what I'm saying? He had a fire ass live going on today. And Boxing Logic United says Kell was more aggressive versus Triple G than Spence. That's a lie. That's some shit you just made up right
That's
now.
That's my opinion. That's his feelings.
Damn, sure what? And
I'm gonna get out the way, T.
I'm finna wrap it up, man. Let me get your last words, 817.
Yeah, bro. I mean, great cook today, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate always shooting me the link and being on the platform. OTB, you know we gonna go back and forth, but you know what it is, Brody. You know what I'm saying? You know we solid.
I'm gonna get out my casket and yell at 817.
But you know we solid, bro. You know what I'm saying? I hate that you be sticking your neck out for that dude, but I'm gonna tell you something. You did? I know this. If you call me yo bro, it ain't a motherfucking thing nobody can do. You gonna ride. You feel what I'm saying? To be solid through the shitstorm for that motherfucker, bro. I know if you call me yo bro, you gonna ride. You feel me? So we always good. Key, salute to you, bro. You always gonna be able to bounce back. You know why? Because you a solid motherfucking cat. You dig what I'm saying? I'ma always be behind you, bro. I always respect you, bro. Always. Respect to the panel, respect to the chat. We family out here. We finna get this fight, bro. It's going down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Nunu said, listen to y'all, Bud beating everybody without a trainer. Shit, he is beating everybody without a trainer. But you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't Bud Crawford. I'll say that shit. Everybody ain't Bud. Because he show out there by himself. That motherfucker show in the corner. Hey, but one thing for sure, he was on the top ranked diet too. But you know, he did what he had to do when he had to do it. So shout out to Bud. Shout out to Bud Crawford. You know, I ain't got nothing bad to say about Bud Crawford inside of the ring. Ain't never had. Motherfucker could fight his ass off. But outside of the ring, whole different story. OTB. Let me get your last words. Dog.
Thanks, man.
I got that same hat. I got that same Laker hat.
Hey, I got the Phillies joint and the Pirates when you rock yesterday. Man, Keepy and has on like I do.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. But appreciate you having me up, bro. Appreciate everything you do for the channel, man. It's all love, man. Gotta say that. See y'all getting me ready for my big debate on Thursday.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Get you warmed up.
I see all the guys getting me ready, man. Salute the loyal to the game, man. He came back last night. He had a great show. I want everybody to be on the lookout for that, man. Because we definitely need Kwame, man. When Kwame active, the boxing world is better. Trust me, man. We need all of these voices.
Yes, sir, man. And you
as far as the work go, I'm about to drop Joshua film in the morning, man. I seen some. I definitely wrapped up the audio, so be on the lookout for that.
Y'all, yeah. I'm definitely gonna be on the lookout for that. You still ain't been able to find nothing on Alicia Bumgardner?
Nah, man. I reached out to her people too, so I should be hearing something. Me and Ohio Rim Boxing, we reached out and seen if we could get some behind the cuts film that we could give to y'all. So hopefully, man, we get that out by at least Wednesday or Thursday. I don't like giving people deadlines when you asking them for something, you feel me? But I told them I need to get that out to the people because they want to see that. If you notice, man, Brian Custer just had released his interview with Michaela Mayer. So shout out to them for trying to put that fight on the stage at the
I can't wait. I can't wait to September 10th. It's just I'm gonna have to try to figure out how I'm gonna navigate watching them fights because I got my twin daughters. They turn 8, so it's their birthday on September the 10th too. So
I'm going through the same thing. I told you my daughter's the 8th. September 8th.
So I'm gonna try to figure out how I'm gonna navigate that, man, because I don't want to miss that fight. But hey, my babies come first. So
gotta say that kids always first.
Always.
And you're gonna see OTB everything coming on the breakdown from your boy anyway.
Yes, sir. OTB, OTB, it's on Knockout Channel tomorrow. Y'all debate tomorrow, right?
Nah, I got Thursday. Me and BF Thursday, man.
Okay, BFTV and OTB on Thursday on Knockout Channel. And then tomorrow who's tomorrow?
It's Ricky Williams boxing and Box or Die gonna be tomorrow. Okay. So that's gonna be a good one. They got Crawford and Spence too, but being me and BF gonna have a different angle, man. This about to be epic. Everybody make sure y'all there, boy. I'm telling you.
Yeah, this shit gonna be epic, man. I appreciate you, Knockout. Yes, sir. But man, y'all make sure that y'all go sub to OTB Boxing Class 1-on-1. Make sure that y'all go sub. And y'all already know what it is. Hit the like button if y'all ain't hit the like button. Dope ass show. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all was entertained. And salute to all my brothers that was on the panel. It's all love. We gonna go back and forth. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? If we agree with each other 100% of the time, this shit would be fake as a motherfucker. For real. It'll be too fake. But it ain't none one of us on this panel fake. But with that being said, y'all already know what it is. We will be back tomorrow. I appreciate everybody in the building. There you go, talking that boxing again. And we gone.